Hello, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I'm Brea Thorn. How the heck are you doing? So happy to see you guys. And it's an odd time to be doing this, isn't it? A little bit of a weird time to recommend anything, considering Nvidia's about to be hitting us with some new GPUs. So I'm going to tell you guys right now. Oh, that was still really loud in my ears. I'll tell you guys right now what we're going to probably be doing. Anyone who's like around the $2,000 mark, we're probably going to be like, just hold off. Or yeah, 1,500 and up. Probably more around 2,000 and up, considering it is Nvidia, right? We might say like, let's hold off a little bit. Wait and see what Nvidia says, what the pricing is going to be on the new super cards, which are going to be announced on the 8th. I mean, it's the 2nd, so. And once we know, we can dive back into doing those. It makes me wonder whether I should do the stream on Thursday or not, whether that might be a little bit of an unnecessary one. But who knows? It could be very necessary. I don't know. It could be the reason that, you know, not as many will show up tonight because of that. But I'm totally okay with that because there's no video out right now. It was supposed to come out yesterday, but I mean, going on vacation is easy. Coming back from it, not so much. And I wasn't gonna be pushing Cuddles to edit, you know, on New Year's Day, which is when that would have had to be edited. Or actually, no, New Year's Eve is when he would have had to edit it, which that was Sunday. Regardless. I will tell you guys some of the stuff I mentioned in the video that is going up tomorrow, because it is now ready for me to go in and put the finishing touches. But hey, I'm streaming, as you may have noticed, so I can't really do that. Let's say hi to people. So what's up, Stewie 7th? Dave Dimension, glad to see you again. You're a real one. You're here a lot. I appreciate you. We are Steltech says hello, sir, and folk in chat. What's that? Hit the like to start it. You guys must have hit like to start the stream. Thank you. That was at like 8:02, by the way. It's funny, as soon as it doesn't say 800 anymore, panic can set in for some, but that's not panic right there. That's good encouragement and wise words. But yeah, Michael Walker, what's going on? Heavy Hitters, Mr. Heavy Hitters, happy to see you. I'm interrupting the Theo Von Schun Strickland interview for this. Are you? My apologies then to Theo Von Schun Strickland. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's worth it. Super Lover, I'm glad you're here because you are on the list to get some help. And unless there's somebody else who's earlier up on the list who shows up now, we'll be helping you out first. So that's good. And your budget's in the right spot to where Nvidia, you know, unless you have $2,000 or more, Nvidia doesn't really release stuff for that anymore. They think everyone just has thousands upon thousands of dollars to spend on a PC. So we'll take a look at that. Although I guess there is a very, very small chance, minute, and honestly, things are already looking like it's not going to be the case, that Nvidia will drop the new GPUs at the price of the GPUs they are supplanting, and be, you know, like 4070 Ti versus 4070 Ti Super. They dropped the 4070 Ti Super at the regular Ti price and dropped the price of the Ti. What do we think the odds are of that, guys? Let me know. What do you think about that? Slim or none? Somewhere in between? Right. You know, it's how it goes. But if that is the case, we could be looking at prices dropping. Maybe, I mean, you know, and the 4070 Super can probably fit into, you know, maybe fit into $1,700 budgets or whatever. I mean, I have some speculation in the video coming out tomorrow. No reason to go over all that right now. It's not even out. It's all, you know, it's based on leaks and speculation. So we'll see. And what's up to Joseph Anthony Golazo? I got my Spartan from Alexander PCs. How did that thing turn out? Are you happy with it? Dave is always down for a Brave video or stream. I'm happy to hear that. Maybe price drops on current, says we are Steltech. I would hope so, but yeah. I did just see that. It's funny because I stopped reading chat after I said hi to Super Lover, and right after that is when you said that. JR says Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you guys. Happy New Year, everybody. 2024 is, look, I can't control the world. I can't control what happens to me and to you, but the only thing I can control is myself, and sometimes not even that. And what I am planning is an amazing 2024. Whether that comes to fruition, we'll see. But I'm planning an amazing year, because 2023 was a rough one with the move and a like 2 or 3 month hiatus on the channel. That slowed down channel growth and everything, though I'm not obsessed with growth. I'm not. You can't be, really. But there's a lot of stuff in the works to really get very helpful content out there that should help grow the channel and help out a lot of people. So yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all have a fruitful and wonderful year. Budget drop, though sadly, I don't know if you're still down to help me. I am always down to help out. That's not a problem. Always work. The channel is where I send everyone asking about pre-builds. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. I think Nvidia likes money. Yeah, I think they do. Alexander PCs has the best customer service. They have very good customer service. There is also, I mean, there are varying degrees, like varying facets to customer service. That, I mean, like Alexander PC's customer service is not 24/7. There are some that have something much like 24/7 customer service, but a smaller SI can't really offer that unless they outsource, which you don't really want to do that. Okay, now looking at Twitch chat. Exiled Wolf, how's it going? Bodyguard 730, welcome in. Moomoozy, how's it going? Hey, everything went ahead and ordered everything to build my PC. Thank you so much for your help. You're very welcome. Congratulations. I want to see that thing once it's done in the rigs channel on the Discord. Let me know how that thing turns out. How can I get into the list to help? Well, there you go. That just popped up, didn't it? Omega Internal says hello. Hello to you. Bodyguard 730 says thanks. You're welcome. Yo, Bray, I like your setup back there. Please don't look at my setup. Actually, that's my girlfriend's setup. This is a hers gaming room. But it's gonna be rearranged, and it still feels temporary in here, and it's probably going to become permanent. I don't know if I can ever afford how much they want to charge me to put an AC in the garage. So, and it even gets hot in here. This is the least cooled room in the house. I really know how to pick them, I got to tell you. It says you already did it. In that case, you probably already did it. Yeah, in fact, Bodyguard, I already helped you. The link still exists. Here. There you go. There you go. There's your link. It still exists. But I'm gonna show you guys something here that's actually gonna blow your minds. One of the happy side effects. One of the happy products of what we're doing here, and what we're gonna be doing from here on out. And it's just gonna get better and better and better. And I'm so excited about this. Dodger Dog, welcome. How's it going? Insert the Nvidia I like money meme. Seriously though, every company likes money. Showtime, they're obligated to make profits for their shareholders. We forget that as consumers, but that's their job. That's their job, is to make money. Okay, can do. Awesome. How's your time off? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I posted a video on Christmas. In that video, I recorded through the night of Christmas Eve and edited through the morning and into the afternoon of Christmas Day and posted. After that, I took a little time off though, so that was nice. And I did have time off from streaming, so there's that. The room with all the heat generating PCs and lights is hot. No. I mean, even without that, with the layout of the AC ducting, this is the room that gets the least AC, regardless. So take that thought and multiply it, because yeah. Yo, Dan, thank you for the Prime sub. 18 months. My gosh. My goodness. Golly. Let's hope that the bashing they took on the other GPUs pricing reflects on the new card pricing. Michael, that would require some awareness and ability to read the room. Nvidia thinks they own the room, and that dialogue they would be reading, they're trying to control the dialogue, which is their prerogative, I guess. Market manipulation is nothing new to Nvidia. In fact, it's nothing new in general. Okay, love your weekly pre-built best deals stream. The I'm not sure I know what you mean, but I mean that's not a bad idea, I guess. I mean, I do it as a video in a video format instead, but honestly, SI Weekly has sort of changed a bit. It's changed. It's not just. It actually started out as just me going to, because I had figured out how during the shortages how to ascertain which SIs had GPUs, and I could look at their configurators, and I would basically be like, look, you want a 3080, go here. You go to this SI, this system integrator has it, and buying the whole PC costs the same as getting a 3080 off of eBay with the scalping. You're welcome. That's how it started, and then it turned into, hey, let's look at deals everywhere. Then it turned into a study of the entire SI industry now and then, and also looking for deals at every budget, all that kind of stuff. But if it's what you mean is a PC at every budget, I do that once a month. Yeah. Azerzia says, I just want to say thanks to Braithorn for the helpful videos. My build from Skytech is on its way right now. Much appreciated. Awesome. Did you use code SWARM? Because it's a nice discount. Oh, a bodyguard. I see. Right. I did already help you out, and your budget was $1,500, so you're actually fine. Your budget was set to $1,500. You may have changed it. I'm guessing you probably changed it during. But yeah, other people haven't been helped out at all. So we'll see what we can do. But the thing is, if you changed it, I didn't change it in the spreadsheet, so I would need to see that. I would need to. I don't know. Here, let's go check it out. That's not ideal. Hold on. One second. Let me just adjust my camera a little bit. That's a little better. Hi, Braithorn. How can I get into the Matchmaker queue? Jasmine, I think, tried to post a link. I tried to change it to like 2,000. Yeah, I'm not sure how we changed that up, but yeah, we'll see. If people stop coming in to get help, and we have a lull in that, I can go back and help you out. But there is a reason. There's a limitation to only getting helped out once. When you put the budget part, that cannot change. As a matter of fact, I already made one accommodation when you set it to 1,500, and then while I was doing the build, you raised it, which I had to go back and make adjustments, as you may recall. So basically, it's like I did 2 builds for you, and you're asking for a third. You know, it might be where you have to look in there and be like, okay, where can I make some cuts to make the budget work? Dallas says, yo, what's up? New to the stream. How's the night going? Just started up. Ollie 1892 says, hi, Braithorn. How can I get in the Matchmaker queue? So here's this. There. It's !form over in Twitch if you need that. If you're over in YouTube, you can use the link that's in the description of the stream. Okay. Especially want more capital go full force in the AI market, which most analysts are predicting, but I digress. No, that's all they want. That's what the thing is. They also helped push that market. That was a strategic move, and they're perpetuating that. Like, they're doing exactly what they want, and they have, like, I don't think people will understand. You know, Nvidia is bigger than, you know, Intel and AMD put together. They're one of the biggest tech companies in the world, and it's not even close. If in a shareholders meeting call, Jensen says we're going to control the market to get pricing under control, That's what's going to happen. And fanboys will not see it, even if it's right in front of them. That's why I can't be one. Jazzman, you can't post links, but the link just popped up right there. All you got to do is !form in case anybody asks. That's the better way to go. Bodyguard, like I said, if things slow down, we can take a peek at it. But as of now, So I did notice, Supra Lover, so far you're going to be first. Anyone else, if you're here from before and you weren't here when your turn came up, something like that, please sound off. If you're in Twitch chat, you can use channel points to highlight your message right there where it says B-Bucks, okay? But here's the thing. For anyone who's been in here before or anyone who wants to reference one of these that I've done before, there is going to be a resource for everyone. See that? In here, I have removed names and, really, there's zero personal identification, personal information here. No personal info in here, okay? But essentially, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to make a thing where it has budgets. So it'll be less than 1,000, fit around 1,500, all the budgets that you see there. It's going to divide them up by that. And then people will be able to go in here and look, okay, all right, I want to do gaming, music production, and work here. Okay, this person has the same budget as me. This is what they were recommended from Micro Center. Okay, that's a parts list right there. People will be able to use all of these ones that I do, and with these timestamps right here, they could even look at the stream and watch my thought process as I explain what I'm doing. I might even change these to be actual links to the stream with a timestamp where they can watch as it occurs. Just click on that link and you can see me go through the whole process. Right? And everyone's going to be able to go in here, look at this, not edit it, but just look at it. And all of these links, as long as they may still work for a while. And if they don't, you move on to the next one. Igor, what's up? How's it going? Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. To Millpole69, that is a long-time supporter right there, so that's much appreciated. Good evening, host with the most. Hope you have a wonderful holiday. Yeah, I did. I hope you did too. Doesn't matter if I'm from the UK. It limits the options for sure. If you can't get to you, don't forget there's a tech questions section in Discord. They just opened back up. True. And I forgot to open that myself. Actually, I guess Cuddles did it, or someone did it. But because there's already a parts list, the job is much easier for them. And you can actually send them to this, where it shows all the information they could want. And you just need to match it up with the link that you provide. So they'll just look for the link and they'll be like, oh, okay, is that one right there? Okay, cool. So this is all the information. Bam. Wait, what is? Oh, what's up, Nudity? How's it going? It's an Amazon link, FYI. What's an Amazon link? Huh? Cut that from stream? Cut what from stream? It's not polite to those waiting. Oh, what up, Raythorn? Happy New Year to you in chat. Captain Save Bro 808. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you as well. Okay, there you go. That will save us time rather than having you rebuild the same system 20 times. I mean, that's fun too, you know? Yo, what's up, Toast? How's it going? Oh, because Toast with the most. For some reason, you have the same color and same starting letter as Dan. So I thought you were Dan at a glance. But what's up, Toast? How's it going? And you're Toast with the most. That should have tipped me off right away. But hey, oh no, it's a window into his brain. Been watching our videos, haven't seen anything, just gaming and maybe watching Hulu. That's not a requirement. You don't need any special specifications to watch Hulu. For 1,500, am I the only one? Well, there you go. How many systems are here for 1,500? And guess what? Let's see. Any of these just for gaming? Actually, no, not really. Well, yes, right here. 1,500 gaming and streaming. So not exactly, but sure. There you go. And there's a link right there. So let me share this link with you guys, and I'll probably make it a rotating link, you know, a scheduled link that comes up in chat. But let me just do this real quick. Okay. Okay, anyone with a link can view. All right. Well, there's the link for Twitch chat. There you go. Let me go ahead and add that to the stream description. Which I have here somewhere. There you go. If you refresh the stream on YouTube, you'll have that in the description. And for Twitch chat, you can click on that. I'll go ahead and update it as I go along, and you can follow along. Okay. So the first person we're going to help out is Supra Lover. Okay. So Supra, is that a Supra? Did you say that your budget changed? What is it now? Now, if you want to wait until you can pop that budget back up, I can totally recommend that, because this is something you're going to be using for years. I understand holidays cost, things come up. You got to spend money when you got to spend money, and that's what money is for, spending. But if you want to hold off a bit and get back to where you were, I'm cool with that. Either way, you let me know. Kevin Koontz, what's up? Trying to get you a surprise for late. Okay, that's scary. Nudity, there is no queue per se. Now, the thing about it is, the reason there's no like bot for the queue is because I'm using Google Sheets and I don't have anything. I'm not a programmer. I can't script anything like that. So here's the cool thing though. So this is the form right here. And that form just posted right before you put up queue, right? So this is the form right here. Oh, by the way, I added something super important, okay? If you ignore the instructions in certain questions, you agree to be roasted on stream. All right? It's all in good fun, but I do get triggered when people ignore things that I say in all capital letters, okay? Like right here, do you want a black or white color scheme for your PC? You have to choose. I've already gotten plenty of people say, I don't care. No. I don't care. You need to care. So if you do ignore stuff like that, you agree to be roasted live on stream. Okay? And by submitting the form, you agree to that term. The rest of it is like, I'm not going to use any personal info. I don't even get any personal information. I even selected the setting to not save email addresses. I don't care about I don't want your personal info. I just want to help you out during the stream, and then we take that info, bam, take your handle out of it, your Twitch or YouTube handle out of it, and we put it in here for people to later reference. And it's going to be amazing when there are hundreds in here, separated by budget. Okay. Eventually, I'll try to make a database online where you can go in, fill out the form, and it'll bring up a history that matches all of the settings. But that's not something that I have the knowledge to do. I didn't do web design. I didn't do programming. I didn't do scripting. I didn't do any of that stuff. Or I did some in college, but I just never took to it. But this is the reason that I do that, because I get this. It spits this out. There's no queue that I've seen that does that. Plus, this is all in tomorrow's video, okay? Where I'm going over this because, again, new GPUs coming out. I'm not going to make PC recommendations, 5 or 6 days before NVIDIA's like, hey, here's new GPUs. All the recommendations you made for $2,000 and up systems are obsolete. So look at this, all right? This right here is the very reason that I say in the beginning, none of the information you provide will be shared or sold to any other individual or corporate entity, but it may be used to help us in the form of market research, which will allow us to help more people by informing our recommendations in the future. So if I'm seeing this right here, and it tells me that 46% of people that I've helped out or that have requested help want to stream, nearly 50%. That is a significant thing. And 44% want to do content creation and video editing. Okay? How long are people willing to wait? Or when they're planning to make their purchase? Of course, this I can already get from my YouTube analytics, like where everybody's located. Maximum budgets, I can see percentages of that. Like, this is amazing information to have because it helps me narrow down, see who needs the most help. Where do I, because that's so hard for me to figure out sometimes. And when I'm on this side of things, I never want to lose touch, right? Like, just cover, like, I'm going to tell you something. When a new SI starts talking to me, not a new one, but I'm start talking to an SI for the first time, what do you think they want to send me the most? The first time they're going to send me something to review? Is it their mid-range or budget PCs to reach the most people? No, they want to show off. They want to show the cool stuff they can do. So I get something that's like a $5,000 PC, and like that helps, you know, what percentage of my viewership does that help? 4,000 or more. It's 14%. 1/6, more or less, of my viewers. Not super helpful. I love it. Bring out the stream barbecue. Hey, Braythorn, hope all is well. Happy New Year. Same to you, Salt and Poppy. It isn't scary. It'll be fun. Nice. We are Steel Tech. 2JZ. Yeah, pop the hood. It popped the hood. Pop the hood. Yep. Pop the hood. Hey, watch when I play Starfield. Keep doing what you're doing. Always enjoy your content. Nice. Drop to 900 to 1,000. Maybe I can push to 1,100 probably. Okay. Let's look at what your use case is, and we'll see if it's wise for us to proceed. Look, that's the thing is, let me see what you're doing. Okay, you're going to be doing with this system. Okay, gaming, modding, and emulating as well. So emulators, not super tough to run, right? Depending on what you're emulating. If you're emulating like the Switch and you're running Tears of the Kingdom with, you know, 4K 60 mod, right? And you also have a randomizer that drops, I don't know, pumpkins on you, 100 pumpkins on you every 5 seconds. Yeah, that needs a lot of RAM, a lot of CPU cores, whatever. If you're modding SNES, if you're emulating SNES, you could do that on a toaster. Like, you're good. You know what kind of hardware they had for that? Got to cater to the audience. Ends BMOC in case you forgot. I did honestly forget. Well, that sounds awesome. Now, okay, now I think I know what you're... Okay, all right, well, I will mentally prepare myself. You kind of gave it away there. You should have remained a mystery. Skytech has a pretty decent deal on Amazon right now for 1,600. 5800X RTX 3080 Ti. Not bad. 5800X is still solid. We got an ad break coming in for the Twitch viewers. If you want to get subbed so you don't have to watch those, you can do so, but make sure you reload the stream when you do so. I mean, afterwards. DOS box for the win. Yeah. Emulating PS2 stuff, PS3 too. That's more demanding. I'm going to tell you something. If you were at like 3,500 and you're like, well, I'm down to 3,000, that's not going to make much of a difference. But when you're looking at more of a budget-minded PC, which is totally legit, like there's really cool stuff you can do. But then you're talking about you cut out like 20 or 40% from your budget. It's more substantial at that point. So here's the thing. When you, like earlier I was talking about Bodyguard 730, who changed their budget, was going to change their budget for the third time, basically. And like that stuff happens. I get that. But my suggestion would be to hold off. Gaming, modding, and emulating as well. So, yeah, if you're doing PS3 stuff, that can be a little bit, that can be pretty difficult, depending on the mods you put on the emulation. If you're trying to modernize and upscale, that can be pretty demanding, depending on how well things were optimized. Which, depending on which program you're trying to use. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. But going from 900 to 1,000 back up to 1,400 would, I mean, you're adding 45% back to your budget. It's substantial. Nemus Tech, what's up? Do you check ABS pre-builds or pre-builds from Walmart or Best Buy? Nemus Tech, I don't really look at third-party resellers. I look directly at the companies building them. It's tough with ABS because it's a Newegg in-house system integrator. And from what I understand, the person who's in charge of pre-builds over at Newegg is good. Like they have a personal recommendation from someone we all very much respect. But my main thing is to go directly to the SI. So you want a SkyTech from Amazon? Get the SkyTech from SkyTech. Just do that. And then you're just dealing directly with them. If you're talking about Best Buy because you have a card there, yeah, I get that. And you can do that. But that's, I'll look through that whenever someone comes in and says, I don't have a choice. I have to get it from Best Buy, or I have some credit with, Newegg or something like that. Astor, what's going on? Welcome. Can a 3080 fit in an H510 NZXT case? There are many different sizes of 3080s, so I have no idea. Also, the H510 is not a good case. I would, if you're in an H510 right now and you're about to put that heat generating GPU in there, look at doing a case migration and forget worrying about whether it'll fit or not. Just get a new case. You can get cases that are 80 or 90 bucks that will completely revolutionize your airflow. The H510 is pretty. That's about it. Omar says, I bought an ABS system from Newegg and everything was a very good experience. That's awesome. Unfortunately, it would be more helpful to me, and I don't mean this in the wrong way, but if you had a bad experience, it'd be more helpful to me because then you can tell me, well, I mean, okay, no, not a bad experience, but if there had been something wrong and they fixed it, that's usually more helpful info because most people are going to have a decent experience. It's the ones that have an issue and need it fixed. That's more what I'm interested in and why I recommend going directly through an SI. Unless you live near a micro center, because then you just go to micro center. Even if you're buying a pre-built at micro center, you go there if you want to get one like that, and then because they're very good about the people they hire. Should I get the Power Elite from Power GPU? Join the list, and then I can let you know. Okay, got you. What about modding newer games? Guessing I'm in the same boat. That is even more of the boat than the original boat was. That's an even bigger boat. And harder to process boat. Yeah, modern games are harder to emulate. ZXR, Zach, hey Braithorn, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for that. Ollie 1892, I'm submitting a form selected upgrade, but I don't know whether it's worth upgrading my PC or selecting your pre-built option. I don't know. It's more of a like, hey, I can't afford a whole new, well, I don't know if I can't really buy a whole new PC. Let me upgrade the one I have. It's your choice. Are your games and programs running slowly? Then it's time for an upgrade. Have you had your PC for 7 years? It's time for a new PC, probably. That is the LC I was talking about from Alexander PC. The LC? Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone having a great day. Question: I was looking at an Alexander PC that's 2800. Jay, you're skipping the line right now, unfortunately. Is Braithorn's Paradox Customs a good company? Yes, they are. That's it. That's the response. They are. As far as I have been able to see. I haven't experienced it from a customer point of view, but people have and told me good things. So that's what I can tell you. Nice, Mike. How much and where to buy? I don't remember. I think it was like 200, 250. I got it from Guitar Center. About 250. Yeah. It's the Shure Super 55. And it is XLR, so you would need an interface to run it. Hang it down so much. I don't like that. There we go. That's better. Sorry, I apologize for me to cut the line. That's okay. Just check the description for the link to fill out the form for me to help you out. I need more information. I need more info to give you a proper answer. If I just throw out answers, I'm not actually helping you. I'm just trying to move the line along. So with Supra, my recommendation, though you don't need to go by my recommendation. My recommendation is to hold off and try to save up a bit more because you're trying to go 1440p emulation of more modern games. And on a budget PC, that can be difficult. It can be very difficult. So I've had, like, when I was, someone I knew was running, playing Breath of the Wild on their PC. It's just someone I knew, with a 4090 with visual mods to do 4K 60. It was slowing down a 4090. Okay. So that person, who isn't me, was very surprised at this. It's a Switch game. The Switch is the aforementioned toaster. Go Windows 11 if you're getting a new PC because they're not going to support Windows 10 forever. I can scratch off emulating and modding, just use it for daily gaming uses. I mean, if you look, like I said, it's my recommendation that we hold off. If you want to do it now, regardless, I'll do the best I can. And we're doing what are we doing? We're doing a pre-built. I mean, $900, 1440p is usually off the table anyway. You're making a lot of concessions if you don't want to hold off. That's up to you. Usually at 900 to 1000, you're looking at a 1080p gaming machine. Unfortunately, 1440p can be hard to hit with if you're trying to go, unless you go with, like, I mean, I guess there's some options out there, but whatever. You go with even, like, you can do a 3060 Ti and that'll do 1440p. As long as you're willing to go into each game and mess with your settings to optimize it, yeah, all day long. But yeah. So should I change your number in here, or just let me know? Do you want to go now? Regardless, I can do that. Otherwise, you know. Buy nice or buy twice. It's a little bit of a harsh way to put it. Really, you're investing in yourself and your experience. Our leisure time is one of our most precious things. It keeps us sane. It helps us go do the stuff that, you know, helps us cope with doing the things we don't want to do. And if you're going to invest in your leisure time, the investment you make now, if you can't make more of an investment, dude, that's fine. That's life. I get that. Trust me, I do. For sure. But if you know, like, hey, I could wait 3 weeks or 4 weeks, put a little more aside, and that at that price range, it makes more of a difference than it does at a higher price range. It doesn't scale exactly. Scales in reverse. Blue Ridge Ocean. I replied to your long hello with a short one. Hello. To the forum, thank you for the assistance. You're welcome. Love to see some options in the range. Sure thing. Let's see. Did we already have one? Less than $1,000. Gaming and streaming, and that one was here. That was a Micro Center build, so it's not what you're looking for. You don't live near a Micro Center, so that doesn't work. There was this one. They didn't show up, and that's a parts list right there. Okay. So let's take a peek. I'm thinking SkyTech, but there are other good options. There are plenty of options. So I can look at that first, or let's see. Let me open up a few pages here. Let me look at your... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mark this that we're working on this right now. So this is where we are right now. For those of you who have joined, you're going to be down here, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these people aren't going to be here tonight. So don't fret. Don't you worry, okay? But if I don't get to you, you're here. You're on this list. Like you're not removed from the list. That's just not going to happen. Except for this person who put their name as YouTube, so I have no idea who they are. That person was removed from the list. Don't forget, guys, be sure to read this carefully. It does say, if you ignore the instructions in certain questions, you agree to be roasted on stream. All right? Just letting you know. Let me just make sure that didn't happen here. Yes, you said what color you want your PC to be. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go here. Let's go to... Let's check ready to ship really quick. Oh, I know there was also a really good one from Meta, but let's see here. That's $11.99. Not super impressed. Looks like that's sold out. I have been very happy to see some more boutique builders who are really dipping their toes in the budget range. Like that makes me really happy. But I guess the Auxilia would be a good option for you at 1080p, not 1440p. But I want to take a look real quick at Ready Systems here. We're going to go by price low to high. Okay. 13400, 4060. Let me check something real quick. Hey, my code's still working. Sweet. Code Braithorn still works on iBuyPower. So that brings it down to $9.99. This one is actually kind of sick. Okay. Let's remove that. Go back. You have a high airflow case. Okay. You have a 13400F. What's cool about that? Well, the budget system with a 10-core CPU. Okay. Not as upgradable though, but because it's the end of life for LGA 1700. But you still get a 1 terabyte drive. You get DDR5, but 16 gigs, and a 4060 in a high airflow case that I've built in one of these. The chassis itself, with a different front panel. Pretty easy to build in, upgrade. You can add fans, change a cooler, do all kinds of stuff. Okay, but it's a 4060. So this is, Nvidia markets the 4060 as a 1080p GPU, and they're right. But it's $9.99 with code Braithorn. Takes $50 off your purchase. So that would be probably recommendation number one. It's just, at this price range, you're probably going to get more performance out of an AMD card. I don't know what emulator you might be talking about using. I know you said to cut that out. I still sort of consider it there. And I don't know. There are some programs where they just work better with certain architectures of GPUs, right? Let's take a quick peek at Skytech real quick. And it's Skytech and iBuyPower. They make things really easy when you're looking for stuff like this. You go down to wherever the price is, and you just adjust this down to narrow things down, okay? But because we have a discount code, you can go a little bit higher than what your budget might actually be, because the price will be dropped. And they have a lot of system configurations, so you really do need to zero in. Yeah, I narrowed it down that much, and there's still so many systems. Let's narrow it down even more. Okay, that's one page. We made it to one page, guys. Nice. SkyTech, you guys are, you stay busy over there. Look at this right here. We got a system that you can do 1440p with, just like that. Okay. Ryzen 5 5600X. Eventually, you can upgrade that to 5800X 3D if you can find one. And a 3070, 1440p all day long. All right. And yes, this case does have a solid front panel, but it's a bottom intake and side intake case. So that's how they generally will set it up. I did review an Azure 2, and the original Azure actually was in the same in-win case. Now let's keep looking. Another system that's 5600X and a 3070, 1 terabyte M.2 drive, 16 gigs of RAM, and it's there's 1100 and there's 1100 right there. Okay, but remember we have a discount code. All right, you said you might be able to push it to 1100 as well. That's why I stopped there. 3060 Ti, 12600K, 949. Look at that. And 5600X and a 4060. You want 40 series? There's 40 series. There you go. Though, if you have a choice between a 4060 and a 3070, which do you think you should go with? Chat, what do we think? Nice. Hope my PC. I hope it is too, Bodyguard. Is that where you're getting it from? Because guess what? We have code Brayathorn over there. I hope you use that because then you get a discount. Guys, before you purchase a PC, go to the coupon codes section of the Discord, the channel coupon codes. Make sure that, or even just try typing my name in where it says coupon code. You never know. Although you would know if you check the coupon codes section on the Discord. Hayden Allen Official says 4060 over a 3070. I mean, it depends, I guess, if you want specific 40 series features, but you're going to get more power out of a 3070. Gasaga 1N. I'm currently actually helping somebody right now as we speak. So just asking questions is basically telling me, hey, just shut up about them. Help me instead. Let's not do that. Well, everyone despises the 4060, so my guess is 3070. I wouldn't say despises. Gamers Nexus despises the 4060. Gamers Nexus despises many things. But my thoughts on the 4060 is that they really underpowered it. They underpowered it for the price. They overpriced it is what I mean to say. They overpriced the 4060, and it should be about $100 cheaper than it is at MSRP, if not more. Yo, Candy Berry, how's it going? How have you been? Oh, you're building a PC right now. Sweet. Showtime's got it. You see, these are the things that I look at. Showtime94 over in Twitch chat said 3070 over the 4060 if he wants the game at 1440p. Why do you guys think I ask all of these questions? Now, if I were to have some kind of preference for 40 series because, DLSS 3 or 3.5 or yada yada, and ignore the fact that they want a game at 1440p, they're going to have a bad time with their system. But the reason I ask that is because I'll be here like, okay, don't get the 11th Gen one. Don't do that. But yeah, there's several systems here within your budget that have a 3070. And that will game, even this 3060 Ti will game at 1440p better than the 4060. That's not how it should be. The generational uplift in performance with a 4060 was just not there. Because it should be better than the card just above it from the previous generation, right? So like a 4060 should be about as good as or better than a 3060 Ti. It's not. So, and it also should be this similar price to the previous generation. Like there wasn't that much inflation between one generation and the next. Anyways, so you have two systems here with a 5600X and a 3070. One has a higher airflow front panel. One does have side intake that you can't see here, by the way. Okay. I'll click on it so you can see it. There you go. Side intake. Actually, it shows it here as exhaust. I hope they're not doing it like that. Actually, no, that's right. That was a whole thing during the Azure review, was that they had it set up as a negative pressure setup. and nothing overheated. So I guess you're fine. Go ahead. That's right. Nothing overheated. It was a tower cooler, though. It was a tower cooler, not the standard stock cooler that comes with it. You can get a $20 or $30 cooler, swap that out, and you have amazing performance. My actual problem with this, if it has it, if that's what it is, motherboard. Oh, never mind. So the picture's not quite correct. It doesn't have an M-ATX motherboard. It states a B550, so a full ATX motherboard. And what does it say for cooling? It actually has a tower cooler. So just ignore the picture. And that's why it says photos may approximate the look of the final build. Please refer to product specifications. And I didn't do that. That's on me. So yeah. But yeah, they do set it up as a negative airflow setup, and it works. I tried changing it up on stream, and I couldn't improve the temps. It was already good. I even added 3 fans at the bottom. Nope, it doesn't need that. Doing good. How about you? Busy, Andy Berry. Busy. AMD is similar. No, 7800 XT is marginally better than its predecessor. Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's because they should have called that a 7700 XT. Fix the problem. And they also should have priced it where the 7700 XT is. A 7800 XT should have been, or it could have been a 7800. Remember they did that? They had the 6800 and the 6800 XT. Like, why set the naming convention and then throw it out? What is XTX anyway? Why? Why 7900 XTX instead of 7900 and 7900 XT? Well, it's so arbitrary. It is so arbitrary. It's confusing and superfluous. How many more words do you want? I'll grab a thesaurus. Anthony Hunter, peace and blessing, Braythorn, just here to support you and chill out too. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I was not chill. We were at cross purposes there for a bit. I will be chill. From what I've seen, new to PCs, that's fair. I have RTX 4060 Ti and i5 11400. Should I upgrade the CPU? I mostly play 1080. There's not much you can do with 11th gen. The 11600K was pretty good, but if you don't have a Z series motherboard, you can still kind of benefit from it, but don't go higher than the i5. In 11th gen, it's diminishing returns big time. Bray, what the word? What's up, Theodore? How's it going? D-Steez, how's it going? Here's a fun fact. I actually popped into Roby's stream and I didn't say hi. I just wanted to see how long he'd been streaming because I realized I was starting a stream like an hour and a half after he started his, and that was very unwise of me. And it's going to affect my viewership. But now I'm seeing people who were there over here, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Don't want to play Words with Friends against Bray. Oh, no. Because I'll take forever between turns, honestly. 7900 cards are insanely powerful. Hopefully they continue to come down in price. Yeah, 7900 XT is a good deal now. Amazing. PC still kicking 2 years in. Thanks again. I love to hear that. That's a legacy right there. Okay. So, yeah, you have basically what I'm saying is you have some very good options from SkyTech, a solid option from iBuyPower, and based on the fact that you want to game at 1440p, I would not say the Auxilia is the right option. Also, they're out of everything right now for this. They're sold out. So it's not an option anyway. I mean, it was going to happen eventually. So let's think about this and compare these two. How similar are they? Also, how's the music volume? Is it okay? I'm surprised by the 7900 XT ray tracing performance. It's actually able to somewhat pull it off. Well, it's their second generation of hardware accelerated ray tracing. It was going to get better. It's just they're always going to be behind Nvidia on that because Nvidia took the gamble before anyone, and they had to have a generation of bad ray tracing in order to have better ray tracing. Music's fine. Thank you, Nudity. Appreciate that. I saw you in there too, briefly, when I just stopped in. But Bears Beats and Battlestars, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And D-Steez, Happy New Year's to you as well. Got the stream going on dual devices. Let's go, nerds. Yeah, that's something y'all can do if you want. Open up the YouTube and the Twitch stream. Pick the one you want. The Twitch stream is in lower resolution, but it is more up to date. The YouTube stream is always a little bit behind, but it's in 4K 30. So, you know, any pre-builts using brand new components. Every one of the ones I've shown you has used brand new components. They're not going to be used components. There are, but if you're talking about more up-to-date components, well, there's one here with a 4060. Several actually, 4060, but it's a previous gen CPU. When you're looking for performance on a budget, you have to make concessions, and that's why I wouldn't recommend the 4060 if you're going to get because Supra wants to game at 1440p. So I'm going to say it's between these two. You can go by aesthetics because looking at this, that's B550, so not B550M, so it's not an micro ATX. It is a tower cooler. Okay, so it's not the stock cooler that you see here. It looks exact 1 terabyte NVMe, so they both have a terabyte of storage, and they both have a 3070 and a 5600X, which you can eventually upgrade to a 5800X 3D, which will help with emulation. Bodyguard, that's a good way to be. There you go. Be a tester. Yep, I'm in there. Bought a new PC a year last December. Oh, it didn't last. You should be under warranty for that. If it was a year, you should have been under warranty if it messed up in November. I mean, you would have had to ship it in and pay for shipping, but that's better than paying for a whole new PC. That does suck though. Did you guys pick the iBuyPower PC winner? I'm not like, it's those guys. It's them. Check their Twitter. It should be there. Yeah, that would have been a while ago. If you didn't get an email, that's probably that. 3060 Ti fine for 1440? Yeah, it is. I mean, 3070 is better, but 3060 Ti is still a banger. Yeah, the Shiva with the 12600K and the 3060 Ti is a good choice as well. That my head is kind of blocking it. And it's $950. The 12600K you can upgrade to a 13600K, which gets an additional 4 efficiency cores. But the thing is, they put a B660 motherboard in here, so you can't overclock it either way. You just get the benefit of the extra cores and whatever built-in turbo clocking it has already. You just can't go in and overclock it yourself. So yeah, that is a good choice if that's what you're asking about. And also, this one is a 12700F. That's gonna have some more cores for you, and a 3060 Ti. You could go that route. But basically, this is a really short list of systems that will work with your budget, and it helps narrow it down. Basically, the money from the 3070, the money saved from doing a 3070 versus a 3060 Ti goes towards getting you a more expensive CPU and motherboard that is a current generation rather than being a deprecated generation like the socket AM4. So if you want to go that route, sure. I would probably say with what you want to do, 12700F and 3060 Ti. Regardless, it's a B660 motherboard. So regardless, you're not going to be able to overclock it either way. 650 watt gold power supply on both. This one's going to have more traditional airflow coming in from the front, going in through the back and the top. I don't know what kind of coolers these have. Let me look at these real quick. This is going to have a 240 millimeter AIO for that 12700F, which is good. A tower cooler, you need to have a good tower cooler to handle that, and there are plenty that can do it. But yeah, these both get an AIO, a 240 millimeter AIO mounted in the top as exhaust. Honestly, for what you're doing, a 12600K is fine. It's plenty. So if you're thinking, I prefer the aesthetics of this, you can totally go for that. Yes, it has a solid front panel there, but these have large gaps in the side that should be able to bring in enough air for that AIO to cool the 12600K. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put both of these as links for you. And you can choose which one you prefer. So there's one. And we'll just put a second one there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What the heck? I guess we'll have secondary system options if applicable there. Why not? So which one did I just put here? I put the 12700 F1. So let's get this one. Someone tell Alucard it's montage time. There we go. So what I'm going to do here, let's get this whole row. We can go here and we're going to add it in. And then, oh, that doesn't work anymore. I can't do it like that. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, because I removed a couple columns there, I can't do it like that anymore. 1 second. Let's just copy this. Oh, these timestamps don't work for people to see when I recommended it because those timestamps are for when it was submitted. My bad. Ignore what I said about that earlier. All right. So this one is yours, okay? And I'm gonna change your budget. It was now 900 through 1100. I need to change that because someone might go looking and see, what do you recommend for that? Let me make sure you have the link for this. I shared it earlier. Let me grab it again. Oh, wrong chat. It's in the description then. Check the description, go to the spreadsheet, and you're in there now. So what you can do is you can just look at both links, and you won't lose them because usually I just post them in chat, and then they're gone. You have to go back through the VOD to find it, but now you're good. All right. It was a Bravethorn build stream giveaway. It says winners haven't yet been drawn yet. It's interesting. I don't know, but I'm not the one to ask. It was iBuyPower hosting the whole thing. Coming in knowing absolutely nothing this really helps. Well, hey, you asked a good question. It's like, will the 3060 Ti do it? Because you were looking at the ones with a different platform. Totally fine. Because the thing is, I'm not up here saying I know everything and I know what's perfect for you. If you have a suggestion or a question, I'll listen to that. Because this is not financial advice anyway. I'm not here telling you buy that or buy this. It's like I'm literally just taking your feedback or your information, like what you're looking for, and saying, well, this might work for you. That's it. No, I didn't mean to do that. I should probably shorten all those links. Whatever. All right. Good amount of data. Oh, I know. And it's available to everyone. You're very welcome, Super Lover. You're good to go. Next person, I guess. I don't know. I'm so behind on this now. So, Joseph Anthony Colazo. I saw that you spoke up earlier. Where are you at? Are you here? Yes, you are. You're still here. I hope you're not lurking, although I do appreciate a quality lurk. I do appreciate that. I'm hoping that you're here so that I can help you out. Where your boy Mr. Cuddle's at, I need my maple syrup, says Bodyguard. I need some too. Hopefully he's bringing some to CES for me because I did request some because his family makes it. 1440p medium still looks good and won't be noticeable between high, says Showtime. Showtime is correct. El Theodore says, I'm running a 1200K and 3070. I want to upgrade, but I don't need to, I don't think. Well, if you don't need to, you'll know if you need to upgrade. Like if you're trying to run something and it's just like running like poop, you'll know. You're like, okay, it's time to upgrade. a lot of people will do, like, it'll happen pretty often where someone will, like, oh man, I got a 4K monitor for Christmas or something like that. And it's like, oh, I can't run anything. Yeah, it might be time to upgrade. That's why usually when it comes to gaming only, 4K is not the way. All right. Unless you're looking, you're a baller and you're gonna get a lot. Here to learn more. Happy to hear it. Nemus Tech says the 12700F 3060 Ti seems like the most balanced one. And honestly, if it was anything, if it was like also for streaming or something like that, I would have gone balanced. But because it was just a gaming PC, I was leaning towards a 3070 because the 5800X 3D is like ridiculous. Also, there's a 5600X 3D, stuff like that. If you can grab one of those at some point, like it's incomparable what you can get for that money. It's nuts. But that doesn't really matter. Like if you want a balanced system, I'm all for balanced systems. I love that. Joseph Anthony Colazzo, are you here? Hold on. Joseph Anthony Colazzo, are you here? I see you in the YouTube chat. Please respond. NZXT also has pre-built. I wonder if they are doing some New Year's sale. They could be. Oh, Super Lover. Don't forget to use code SWARM. SWARM, please. SWARM. Code SWARM gets you an additional discount. Although for those of you who do your purchase and you forgot to use the coupon code, you can usually go in and request that afterwards, but it's better to just do it right off the bat. So Supra, don't forget. Don't forget that. I could also change the links to, I don't know if it'll automatically apply the discount. Yeah, for only gaming, the GPUs matters the most. It certainly does. What do you expect PCs to be like in 10 years? I expect that I could never properly guess that. We could be using quantum GPUs at that point. Like, yeah, man, I got that Nvidia 9090 Quark GPU. Like, okay, all right. I mean, Nvidia, although the 4090 is an absolute monster, they seem to be really leaning into AI being their selling point. And like, it works sometimes. Here's the thing. Like when I've played, like, I went in and checked out the update, the DLC for Cyberpunk, the expansion, whatever the hell you would call it. And it kept turning on frame generation, and it looked like garbage, absolute garbage. Everything looked terrible. And I kept going in to turn that off. It would just turn itself back on every time I launched the game. And it looked like film grain turned up to 11 every time. It was awful. And we're talking about a 14700K 4090 system. It's not always going to work. That's just how that goes. What game was that? Cyberpunk 2077? Phantom Liberty? Nvidia 9990 with 10,000 gigahertz clocks and 48 gigs of RAM. See, that's if they continue to push hardware, right? But they're really, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It could be just like they barely are bringing out the 50 series cards in 10 years, and it's all AI driven anyway. Liquid nitrogen would become the new peasant cooling. I don't know about that. That'd be neat, but like Peltier coolers, that'd be sick. If they can find a way for them to be energy efficient, we can all become one hive mind 10 years from now. Yeah, I'd rather not, honestly. So I didn't like the end of Evangelion. Okay. Then again, a lot of people didn't like the end of Evangelion, so whatever. Okay, so we're not getting a response from Joseph Anthony Golazzo. I'm going to change the color of these two. And we'll make this one the lighter color because they weren't here just now. Uber Primus, I wouldn't smoke. Either of you guys here? Let me just check the chats. Not there. I have a 4K 120 hertz OLED TV I'm going to use as a monitor. I would like to game comfortably in 4K 60 to 120. Any recommendations? I mean, D's isn't wrong, a 4090, but they're really hard to get a hold of. Why don't you wait 5 days? 6 days. Why don't you wait 6 days and see the announcement of the 4080 Super? Or 4070 Ti Super, but that's not really going to... I mean, the 4070 kind of runs out of breath trying to do 4K. Amazing for 1440p, but like it's honestly the memory bus width that's a little bit too narrow, like a literal bottleneck, not a literal one. That's not the. It's still figurative. It's not a bottle, so it doesn't have a bottleneck on it. Whatever. Okay, you get it. Showtime. I'm pretty sure they're just going to advise you. You say pretty soon though, GPUs may need their own separate power source. They'll just advise you to have an electrician come in and put a 220 power circuit and just plug directly into mains. Or 220, not 110. Okay, so Uber Primus. Oh, let me see. Uber, nope. And no, not there. Okay. Not there. Okay, let's keep going. Pop tap. Like this. Okay, look at this right here. Look at this right here. Okay. What do I do with this? Someone just wrote both. All they wrote was both. In the form, I asked for what is your Twitch or YouTube handle? Right? Not your full name, unless that's what your YouTube handle is, right? And not whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, right? Definitely not whether you're on both. I don't care. Just tell me how to know who you are. I will never know who this person is now. Although they wanted a white Corsair PC for $700. That probably wasn't going to happen anyway. Corsair tax is real. So we're just going to go ahead and black that one out. That's just not going to be here anymore. Bam. Into the colorway of shame there. There you go. Okay. Let's just keep looking. Lil Cheeps was here before. Lil Cheeps, where are you at? I hope you're here somewhere. Lil Cheeps has been here for several streams, and I hadn't been able to help them out yet. I feel really bad about that. Into the box with a $500 Ace is it Australian PC? Is that what we were going to say? Is that what you're saying? Showtime 94. The really high-end cards of the generation are power hungry. Same for CPUs. Although, like, if you get a 7900 XT and put it in 105 watt eco mode, it's pretty amazing. Thank you for the posture check. I checked, and it's there. It's not good, but wish I had a Micro Center in my state. Crazy how Washington doesn't have one. It is crazy. I mean, they got Microsoft. Let's see. Why did this person write so much? And your clutch on YouTube. Okay, I am, aren't I? Okay. I'm just going through these. Maria Valley 8434, but I don't upload. That's okay. Won't hold it against you. Mark? No. Oh, this track is so good. Remind me to turn that down later. But I'm turning it up because I'm being kind of quiet right now. You think I should get a 4070 Ti or 4080? I don't know them yet. I don't know yet. They haven't really put out a official announcement yet, so I have no idea. I also don't know enough about you to tell you. That's what the like. If you have an upgrade form, in the forms you can put parts list, pre-built, or upgrade request. So. Wait, Astra is here, aren't you? Astra is here. Let me just keep looking for the ones before you on Twitch. I was looking on YouTube. Okay. 777's not here. Clutch is not here. Big Shot's not here. Okay, Omega Internal. You are here. Okay, so Astra underscore not. Don't go anywhere because you're next. The person literally just before you is in Twitch chat. Okay. Omega, where are you at? Just in case they're just looking and not listening. Do you get to everyone's request? I will eventually, as long as you're here. I just passed up all of these people. The lighter red color means they weren't here during this current stream. But that's how many people I have passed up. That's what I'm saying. Even if you're way down on the list, it doesn't mean I won't get to you. Omega, please be here. Astra, please be here. Unless y'all are lurking, which I do appreciate, it is now your time. Although, Astra, just be prepared to be roasted, because you're going to get roasted. Like, look at this. Any color. Any color. What does it say, chat? What does it say right there? What does it say? This is not, unfortunately, a Rush song, where if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. That's not a choice. Flip a coin. I'm not doing it for you. Astra is here. Sweet. It's a minor roast. It's a minor roast. Brave Panda, did I come late? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so, because I did pass over you. Hold on. Okay, listen. Because it was Omega Internal's turn and they did not respond, okay, here's the order. It'll be, because Brave Panda's up here. Brave Panda, Astra, Omega Internal. I just want to clear something from this earlier part of the list. I'm sorry, Astra. Just hang in there, stick around. You will be next. You know what color we'll go with, okay, is we'll go Exorcist style and go for some split pea soup, okay? All right. So let's see what we're working with here. It's a gaming-only system, $1,300, 1440p, definitely doable. Black system, you're looking for pre-built. Cool. Astra, here's what I was going to roast you about real quick, okay? Before I get into it. Before I get into helping out Brave Panda, who is over in YouTube chat, by the way, in case you're wondering why I didn't see them. Okay. I'm going to read this out loud here, okay? Do you live near a Micro Center location? If you're not sure, please check. If yes, please use the other option to enter the city and state of the location. The only other options are no or yes, but I don't want to get my PC there. And your answer, by the way, this whole thing is because if you ignore the instructions in certain questions, you agree to be roasted on stream. That's it. And this is a very minor roast, okay? But your response, and I quote, yes, and I'm willing to buy from there. Cool. Where? It's location specific. Where? Why would you miss it? It's two sentences. That's the roast. It's a good-natured roast. You know what? I'm even gonna do this. There you go. Good-natured roast. Don't worry. Like a nice coffee bean. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Really? Where are you at? Right there. Yes. Just yes. Look at everybody else, though. Look at that. Denver, Colorado. Tustin, California. Ooh. DJ's over by the flagship. Nice. No Micro Center UK. You see, Ollie, I had you covered. Okay, it's just no. It's just no. Why is it better for you to just click no? Well, I'll tell you why. One of the main reasons for using Google Forms is to get statistics for me that can inform my content and make it more useful for everybody. Right? Well, this is all of the answers that are typed in under other. But you should be just right here. You see what I'm saying? Excuse the results. Look, that's the thing. Everyone agrees to get roasted equally. Unless you're not willing to pick a color for your PC. You get roasted extra. Extra toasty, all right? I blame it on mobile formatting. Yes, the multiple choice question and the two sentences. Okay, it is a long sentence. I understand. Because I put here, like, hey, just please look it up. You just need to go to Google Maps and put in Micro Center, right? If I removed this, it'd probably be formatted better. But look, I even said please in all caps, guys. Anyway, whatever. Okay. So what we were looking at right here for Brave Panda, $1,300, pre-built, gaming only. You're going to order, you're willing to wait 1 week or within 1 week. So that says primarily ready to ship options. Okay. Not many PC companies can build you a custom. No PC companies, really, very few anyway, can build a custom PC in a week or ship it out within a week. Okay. Okay. And you want to order within a week. So what we're kind of limited to ready to ship systems. So what I'm going to do with a $1,300 budget, gaming at 1440p, let's take a look at iBuyPower's ready systems, because these, you get them in less than a week. Okay. It's nuts the way they do this. Sort by, price, low to high. We can also narrow it down if we want to, but we already sorted it, and they don't have nearly as many configurations as Skytech does. Okay. 7600 4060 Ti. Oh man. I wish I could point you towards this 7800 XT and 7700X system, but it's just out of budget. And my coupon can only bring the price down by $50. So that's not quite in the budget. That'd be a rocking system right there for 1440p. The 4060 Ti can do it. It's roughly, it's in some games better than the 3060 Ti, and some games about equivalent. And that card could do 1440p. I'm not super liking the options though. But for getting the system fast, it's awesome. Like, this is good. I don't like this case. That's too bad. 7700X, but I don't like this case either. But you can remove the front panel. Okay, let's take another quick look around. And we'll also take a peek at Skytech, because their wait time, it ships in 3 to 6 business days, but then you add 1 to 6 days for UPS ground delivery. If that's within what you require for getting it in time, then you have a lot of options here. Let me tell you, a lot. I'm put at 1400 because of my coupon code. Okay, well, they didn't like that. We're really trying to narrow it down because they have like too many choices. Bodyguard, I've never been there, but most micro centers are good. I've never been in a bad one, but I have been told there was one. I don't remember which one it was. Like, or this is not as nice as some of the others on the inside. Oh, there's something here with a 6750 XT. Sweet. And this basically will tell you right here what GPUs are on the menu at in your budget range. Okay, it goes all the way up to a 4070 or 4060 Ti, 16 gig or 8 gig, and there's also the 3070 Ti and 6750 XT, both very good GPUs. So let's look at those, because yours is gaming only. So we're prioritizing the GPU. So 4070, 3070 Ti, 6750 XT. Now, if it's a system with the 6750 XT, I mean, that thing is a monster when it comes to rasterized graphics, but not so good when it comes to ray tracing. If you don't care about ray tracing, you're set. Okay? But if you do, and by the way, some of these are going to be around $1,400, but you get a discount with code SWARM. Okay? I can wait for a month. Why didn't you put that as your response then? Now that's the whole reason. Like almost everybody after you, except for a couple of people, put that, and you put within 1 week. That tells me, for the question is, after making your purchase, how long are you willing to wait for your system? Okay, that informs my whole recommendations. Okay, that informs all of it. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna go by with what you submitted. Okay, more or less. This is a little over that, so we're already making a concession here, but there's just a ton of options here. Okay, 7700X, 6750 XT. Good Lord. So the question for you is, do you care about ray tracing or are you fine without it? Because that will slow this GPU down. But anything not ray traced is going to run like crazy. Peloton Clan, what's up, Bray? How are you doing? Welcome. What's up? Oh, snap. Over on Twitch, Fuzzy Boy 202. 26 months. Thank you for subscribing again, Fuzzy. How's it going? You know how many times I've tried to upgrade you to Fuzzy Man and you just won't do it? 26 months. Goodness gracious. Okay. This one is a freaking rad deal right here. Ryzen 7 7700X. What that does is that puts you on a path to upgrading to one or two more generations of Ryzen GPUs, CPUs, probably about 2 generations down the line. Because they said up to 2025, it's 2024. But they said up to 2020 for the AM4 socket, and they're still releasing CPUs for that thing 4 years after that. So, yeah, you put yourself on a platform where you'll be able to upgrade it for a long time. 32 gigs of DDR5. You don't need that for gaming, as you know, but whatever, it's there. B650 motherboard, high airflow case, Fantex case, all-in-one liquid cooler. A 240mm AIO, plenty for the 7700X. That's totally fine. 1 terabyte drive, Radeon 6750 XT. This thing is a monster. And at $13.19, it's going to be under budget with coupon code SWARM. So there you go. Hopefully Zen 6 will be on AM5. I mean, it should be. Well, maybe. Who knows? Ruru2, how's it going? Is that but a dog version? Are you saying that I yammer too much? Because I do. I know Fry's is long dead and they didn't appear to have any stock in their final years. I miss Fry's. It had declined though over time. Okay, Brave Panda. I was asking a direct question to you. Do you care about ray tracing? Do you care about ray tracing? I don't think we can do better than this with a custom system anyway, just because these usually get. And also, if I go custom system, I would end up putting in more motherboard than you need for a strictly gaming system. I would like ray tracing, but if it's the best for the budget, I'll take it. Well, no, if it's what you would like, then that's what you should get. Like this system is a 12400F and a 4070. Okay. Then we have, that's 11th gen Intel. Why do they still have any at Skytech? I don't know. Another 11th gen Intel, but 12700F and 3070 Ti. That's previous gen. But it was still better at ray tracing than 6000 series Radeon cards. 16 gigs DDR4. Not at the same price, I would go with this system here. If it's just gaming and you're willing to turn off ray tracing, because most games are great, they're fine without it. I honestly, after that whole debacle with Cyberpunk 2077, where it would not let me permanently turn off frame generation, and I kept screwing with the graphics, I just turned off ray tracing and it looked fine. Because it's just shaders, man. It looks great. Bodyguard, I usually have a hard cutoff time of midnight, Central Time. That is, it's 9:41 right now. But a little over 2 more hours. Anthony, Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, I would go with this system just because it's a stellar deal. It's a stellar build. Tons of airflow, room for expansion. I wish it didn't have well, no, it probably has a different power supply. Let's take a look. It has a 750 watt gold power supply. Yeah, no, this is going to be a really good system. And it can grow with you as well. Okay, there are CPUs out there that'll get you more performance right now, but that is going to fall way behind the kind of CPUs that you can upgrade to down the line. And I'm talking about years from now. So yeah, I would go with this guy right here. Just don't forget to use code SWARM when you're checking out. SWARM, SWARM. If you're wondering what the codes are for all the different SIs that we work with, then you go to the coupon codes channel on the Discord. Most of them are all listed there, okay? All right, so I go here. No, it's over here. I hate that none of my shortcuts work for navigating around this thing. Drives me out of my mind. Okay. All right, now it's on that same list as everything else. So you can just click the link in the description to go to this spreadsheet, and your link is right there. Just the last one that's right there. All right, bodyguard, you got it. Of course. Yeah, the 1440p performance of the 6750 XT is stellar. You're going to love it. Formatting. Okay. Okay, now Astra. Your time has come. I hope you're still here. That took a minute, I know. And guys, whenever it's your turn, and not getting on anyone's case here, but when it's your turn, please try to be responsive when I ask questions, because I was kind of spinning my wheels there just a little bit, but it happens a lot. Don't you worry about that. That's why I'm giving a heads up to just, have the conversation with me, basically. I'm near the Sharonville one. Okay. Sharonville. Is city and state. I don't know where that is. What state is that? I guess I'll just look on the site. It's okay. What, Astro's getting a PC? I guess so. And also getting roasted here and there. Ohio. Okay, cool. All right, I want to start a new list here. Can we just get a new list? I don't want to... God, make your site worse, please. Okay, sweet. And then we go here. Let me go ahead and put that in there. I never remember like which colors I'm using here, but I think that's what I mean. It's just when it's a little bit... Okay. Sharonville. Oh. Okay, where was it? It was here. Oh, I can't do that. No, I want to do that. Clear build. There we go. Oh, wait, I can still save this? I guess I should probably have like a login thing. Whatever. Well, that build might be gone now. Okay. So we're here in Sharonville, Ohio. Yo, Anthony Hunter, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships over on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, what's up, Lux? Always happy to see you. Although I always know you're there. It's always nice when you announce yourself a little bit. Showtime 94. I hope JC Sense feels better soon. I saw his video today. Me too. Me too. He was an awesome dude at LTX. It was so cool to meet him. He was so gracious and nice and funny, and I just want him to feel better. But Anthony Hunter, thank you again for the 5 gifted memberships. That's a membership for Chief Huncho World, Mr. Guillotine, Steve, Denise Kernan, Takalaka, and I appreciate you. Thank you for bringing in all the new Swarmies. Thank you very much. Chief Huncho World says YouTube should have a feature where we can voice chat with the streamer. There's a reason they don't do that, and that's because that's a really quick way to have someone troll you and break TOS and get you banned. It doesn't matter if you're saying something on your stream. If it's said on your stream, that's not just in chat, but if it's said out loud in your stream, you can get banned. That's why I don't bring people onto chat. I just can't do it. Slushy Lil says, I got a PC, Braythorn. Can you jump up and down for me? I'm sitting down, unfortunately, but I will bounce. That's awesome. Congratulations. Which one did you get? I don't remember all of them. I'll tell you. I'm sorry. Science and also technology time curver. What does that mean? Oh, time curver. Oh, what is this stream about? The title. It's about the title. I help people get PCs based on their budget and needs and all of that. Astro needs to play Civ 5 at Ultimate. Do it. Do you know what happened to Light Gaming? Yes, I made a whole video about it. On YouTube, by the way. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. So, Astra, let's look at your stuff here and we'll get to building. Okay, 1500. Okay, and you're gonna get it built for you by them. You want it in white. I'm married to anything, but it'd be great if they have payment plan options. I'm not, that ain't me. I don't know. But you're using it for just gaming. And you're not sure about the resolution. Okay. So this was an option under resolution. So there are several actually in here. I don't know. I haven't decided, or whatever my budget allows for, basically. So you probably already have a monitor. Are you keeping that one? And do you know what the resolution is? Is it full HD, 1080p? Like, or is it 1440p? Would they, or well, I guess what you could say is like, there's like HD, and then there's QHD, which is 1440p, and then there's UHD, which is 4K. It's just the marketing terminology is dumb, and we don't like it. But if you already have one, what is it? I mean, Luxtizer is not exactly wrong. Braythorn will have to try the eco setting inside Adrenaline for the 7900 XT. Yeah, give it a shot. I don't know how Radeon does with it, but I know Ryzen loves, like on 7000 series, Ryzen loves the eco mode. Rome to your dome. Guess what? You see all these people? They provided me with info so that I can give a good recommendation to them. So click the link in the description that says here's the form you need to fill out, and then you'll be added to the line right here. There you go. It looks like you already know what you need. So okay, can you tell me a model number of it or what resolution? It's actually here. Just go to your desktop, right click, and go to display settings and look at what resolution it's at. This one is a 4K monitor, so it's 3840 by 2160, but yours might be 2560 by 1440 or 1920 by 1080. What does it say there? Okay. You functional world. Oh, trust me, I understand why. I had the idea because you said to have a conversation with you about the PC. Yeah, it works fine enough as long as it's like within 30 seconds or a minute or so people respond. That's not too bad. Are you doing a group meetup for CES with subscribers? No pressure, just wondering. I don't think I have, like, I'm at just about 32K subscribers. I don't think that that's enough for a meetup. Because, like, I definitely don't mind, like, saying hi, but, like, unless you're in the industry, you can't get into CES. It is an industry-only event. The qualification to get in, like, you need to have a minimum 40K views per month on YouTube as the YouTube requirement, and there's other requirements for different media, and see, there you go, you filled that out pretty quick. Anyways, so, like, it's not the ideal event for a meetup anyway. Something like TwitchCon or PAX is better for that kind of thing. Okay. Now, the reason I'm waiting on the resolution thing is because that makes a big difference in what GPU you need. So 1080p, and you're keeping that one. So that's very, very easy to do at 1080, and you're not going to be streaming or anything. It just says just a gaming PC. Okay. I shouldn't have made that. It's not supposed to be green yet. You're purple because I'm helping you out right now. Okay, 1500. You want a white system? Let's change this to. Let me copy a 1080p one. And we'll make it purple. Oh, it's the wrong purple, of course. Okay. Can it just format properly, please? Okay. All right, let's get into it. Now, let's see. Are you the type of person that would upgrade your PC over time? Or once it's time for an upgrade, it's time for a new PC? What do you think? Ooh, 7800X 3D. 7800X 3D. It's $350. Normally $450. It's $100 off. Okay, I might just push you towards a Ryzen system because, like, for a gaming only system, you just can't do better than the 7800X 3D if it's within the budget to do so. And at 1080p, you don't need a monster GPU. No problem, Rome. You got it. And if you're wanting to see some of the systems I've recommended to other people and see if any of their stuff matches up with yours, this is ready here. This is all of the recommendations I've made on stream since I started back up in December. Okay. And the link to this is right there in the description of the stream on YouTube. So you can actually go there, say, like, okay, budget's like mine. Okay, this is like my budget here. And they wanted a pre-built like me, and these are the same use case as mine. Bam, that's what I recommended. I prefer to upgrade over time. I'm doing a full new computer right now since my computer's so far behind. 7800X 3D it is, because then you have socket AM5. Now, we might need to drop that to like a 7600 if we want to put more into the video card or something, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That's just the gaming PC. So a B series motherboard would be fine, as long as it has decent power delivery. I'm fine with that personally. But we do want something that's going to match the system. And those Gigabyte motherboards, boy, oh boy, do they match the system for a white system. If they have any of them here. And it doesn't look like they do, oddly enough. There's some that'll match it, but there's Gigabyte motherboards that have like a white PCB, and that's really nice. I just don't see them here. I guess it's just not in stock at that location. That's okay. Okay, let's sort by lowest price and move our way up from there. The B650 Aero G is pretty nice. Oh, that's plenty of I/O for just a gaming system. This actually would be good for a streaming system too. So yeah, this is a good one. Oh, it has DisplayPort over USB-C. Nice. Okay. I mean, at least it lists it officially anyway. But you're not going to hook your monitor into the motherboard anyway. It goes into your GPU. But it's a little bit much for the... You know what? Hold on. I should use this chance to look at bundles. I'm just going to search the CPU. 7800X3D. Let's see what bundles pop up. Should be able to get some free RAM. Okay. 7800X3D. B650 Gaming X AX Wi-Fi. 32 gig CDR5 6000. Perfect. But it's not going to match the build very well because it's a sort of gray and black colorway on the motherboard. This might be the way to go, but I can't put the bundle in the builder anyway. So. Time Curver, you got it. Thanks for hanging out. If you didn't get helped out during this stream, come back to the next one on Thursday, okay? Thursday, 8 p.m. Central. Oh, we're planning to move over a 2 terabyte drive. Are you currently on an AMD or Intel system? Let's go this route, and if we're tight on the budget, we'll switch over to a bundle. Mostly concerned with the case being white. The rest is whatever. Sure. Okay, if you're AMD right now, you shouldn't have to reinstall Windows. It's usually better to do so, but you don't really have to. Select RAM, DDR5 6000, 32 gigs. All right. What other options do we have? Do they list where the ICs are from? Probably SK Hynix, right? Still? Was it BDI? Okay, whatever. This is fine right here. So if you have a 2 terabyte drive already, then we don't need to add storage. That's good. Okay. Let's see. And we're looking at 1080p. This would look really good in there. But we got to consider the full budget. Now, if you're not too big on ray tracing, we could pull a previous gen 6000 series Radeon card, and it'll perform super well, and you'll get more for your money. Let's narrow it down to AMD and take a look at what they have. Let's go the other way. Oh, wait, no, there's only 36 items here. Ooh, that's a nice card. AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT Steel Legend. Oh, man, look at that. Let's get a better look at that. I mean, do you like it? I don't know. 7800X 3D and 7800 XT is a good combo. 1080p is like, whatever, it's got it. It's overkill, actually. But the price is pretty good. Love what you do. Happy New Year, Bray. Happy New Year, Clint. Right back at you. I love that reaction because, like, you saw my reaction. It was like a physical reaction, like, whoa. Okay, cool. 519, not too shabby. And this thing right here, it'll perform. Oh yeah. I don't even know if Civ 5 has ray tracing, but 7000 series Radeon cards do much better with ray tracing than 6000 series did. So we can ignore the M.2 drive. Now, what you're going to have to do, you won't be able to submit this. Oh, okay. So one thing I forgot to mention is their build fee is $150. If you go with an air cooler, if you go with a liquid cooler, they add $100 because they're very scared of those, I think. Anyway, so I normally don't include the build fee in the budget, and I don't know if that's fair, but it's just really frustrating to me because I have to cut so much out of the build itself. So we might need to make some cuts here and there. Like we can go with what I'll look at is the price of the CPU, GPU, and RAM, and compare that to the bundle, and we'll remove the price difference. Because what you'll have to do anyway is go to them and tell them, hey, I have my own drive that I want you guys to install, so you can't really pay for them to build it before you even show up there because they're going to need it anyway. So, okay, we're going to mess around with this. We'll figure it out. Landcool 216, always a solid option. Let's just narrow this down to white cases only. There we go. All right. Do they have the H6 flow? It's just one of my favorite cases right now. They do. They have the H6 flow. Look. There are a lot of great cases that came out last year. This one is my favorite for the wide audience. Okay. If you're looking at a really high-end build, 4070 touch all day long. But if you're looking at a normal build, this or the version without RGB, which is I think 109, is one of the best cases. It's just that's a bit pricey. It's a little bit high. It's a teensy bit high for what we're looking at. Like I should go with a more budget-oriented case. They have the King 95. Oh, man. No fans come with that one though. We can't really do that. I should honestly, man, they got the Y40 in the Snow White edition. With that GPU, okay. With that GPU, it would look so sick. But you have to buy all the fans for that. And it's $150. Oh, man. The SOP 1 is nice. You know what made me sad? This is the case for the Prism 3. The Skytech Prism 3. And they had it was a white case, but it had a lot of black on it. Like all the trim, everything, all the inside. And they actually reached out to me. And they were like, do you want one of these cases? I was like, well, I already reviewed a PC in the case. And they were like, well, we have the Snow White edition. You didn't get that because it's exclusive to Micro Center. Thanks, Micro Center. Only we get them, and you must live near us to get it. Actually, I think you can order it. Oh, no. No. All right. Okay, no. What? What are you doing? Oh, my God. Okay, Raiders, holy crap. Okay, there went all of our productivity for this stream. Like, it's done. It's done. Dunion rings, baby. Holy crap. Roby, how the heck are you, buddy? Okay, for those of you in the YouTube chat right now who are confused, yeah, Roby Tech just rated me with 769 people. Nice. How'd you manage that? How'd you pull that off? Oh my God. Okay. What are friends for? Indeed. Roby rarely raids people. I know. Holy crap. What's up, Raiders? How was the build? How'd the build go? Roby sends his regards. I know. Hey, he's got to be exhausted. Whenever I do a build stream, I'm like, I'm done. I got nothing left. And he does them like every day. So I don't know how he does it. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Cassie Kenobi, which is a great name, by the way. I will do my best to keep up the good work. He gave away a PC. What a Chad. Absolute Chad. Okay. Let me tell you guys what this is. In case you don't know who I am, and in case you don't know what a PC Matchmaker stream is. My name is Braithorn, and what I do is I help people who are looking for pre-builds because they're like the #1 gateway for people who want to get into DIY. And plus, it's just the easiest way to get into PC gaming. So as a longtime DIY enthusiast myself, I figured, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help people out with pre-builds because who better to analyze a pre-build than someone who builds all the time, right? I've been doing it for 20 years or so, 25 years. But anyway, these streams, you can jump onto a list by filling out a form and going by your budget, your needs, and very specific questions. I will find and put together either find a pre-built for you or put together a parts list for you. It's free. It's just free of charge. You can just do this because it's fun. So that's who I am. Igor says Braithorn the pre-built king. Oh man, what's up, Igor? Blondie, how's it going? I see you. I see you there. That chat is moving a lot faster than I'm used to. Shifty, thank you. It's what got me to partner. He's certainly my. I mean, I took almost a year off from doing it. Long hiatus, but I'm back since December. So here we are. Okay, so thank you guys for coming in. Hang out while I'm helping out. Right now we're helping out Astra. And Astra, you might want to DM me on Twitch. Just shoot me a DM because it can be a bit hard to read with this many people in chat. Not that I have much experience with that. Most I've had is about, I don't know, 200. Okay, your YouTube vids are. Thank you, James Sandbergy. Thank you very much. All right, sure. Someone redeemed 1,500 points. Demondred 81 to put on the Jane hat. So let's be bad guys. All right. Let's go. Let's do this. And we got Bill O'Murray here. Help us out. And this is the one time I'm not wearing my Roby Tech shirt. So good to see you. Same here, Blondie. All right. So that's what we do. We're bringing in people into the hobby. I'm so sorry, YouTube viewers. This is very confusing. I know. Mark, it might have been a minute. Roby, really? After raiding with 769 nice people? And wait, how have more gifted subs been happening? Hold on, I'm missing stuff. Is that for the thumbs up for the Jane hat? Okay, I'm missing people gifting subs and stuff. But Roby, gifting 10 subs. My goodness. Thank you very much, my friend, and thank you for the raid. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me see here. Activity feed. 10 subs. All the follows. I'm having to sift through this because Igor, that was earlier. Igor gifted that earlier. Okay, cool. So that's 10 gifted subs. That's a sub for Showtime 94, Electro Dicer, Mchin, Rimuru Rapids. That's a good anime, by the way. Turned to a slime. Reincarnated, right? Bob Mix Bobster, Asti Cat 13, Chronix, the Urban Gamer, Ms. Broken Reality, and Menlo. Welcome to the Swarm. BMock with 5 gifted subs. This stream just went off the rails. I'm just letting you guys know. That's it. We're done. I'm just kidding. It's not done. BMock coming in with 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, BMock. 1 for Astra. There you have it. Bola Chiba, Pandaman 198. Hold on, I'm not doing this right. Pandaman 1981, the Canadian House Hippo and Skunk City. Thank you, BMock Egg. Is it BMock EG or BMock Egg? I never know. I just call you BMock. Coggle gifting a 1 gift sub. Thank you very much, Coggle. And Knockout 88. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Okay. I'm sorry. That's probably going to get confusing at some point.
How about we just, why don't we just calm things down right here? We're just going to go ahead and bring in the smooth voice so that we can all just relax a little bit, settle in, have a nice time. Coggle, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to 56 Wonderman. I'm afraid this music just isn't quite right, but you're going to have to deal with that. Alan, watch. I just want to let you know, first off, I'm not claiming that. But secondly, I want to let you know that I just turned off the effects on my voice. This is my actual voice. I just turned off the effects so you could hear the real me.
Thank you, Leopards, for pointing that out. I do have essential tremors. That's just normal. Shock and Awe over on YouTube chat. How often do you recommend upgrading a PC? Whenever you need it. If the stuff that you run is starting to slow down, you get new games and it's slowing down, you got gifted a 4K monitor for Christmas or something like that, and you realize you can't run what you want to run, that's when it's time to upgrade. There's no other reason. Do not let PC hardware marketing make you feel like you have to do anything. You do it when you feel like you need to. Okay. Now, Astra, I'm very sorry, but it looks like you may have... Yes. Okay. So you did. Congrats on the raid. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now that I have you there, okay. Okay, I can't pop that out. Nope. Okay. What? Why? All right, let me just bring this down here, and we're going to get back to this so you guys get to see how this works. Right now, we're doing something that is not the most common thing, which is we're helping someone with a micro center configuration because they live near a micro center. Lucky them. And they're going to be getting their PC there. We've already worked our way through it quite a bit. But let's check it out. Shifty Effects, a good advice. Yeah. DeWeasel 42. Well, here's the thing. For all of you guys who are like wanting to get into the queue to get helped out, into the list, okay? It's ! form right there. Blondie, thank you. Oh, we're out of time on the Jane hat. All right. Miss you, buddy. Okay. House of Tom was just at Micro Center last week. Very nice. Ace Tone says, I'm right on time. Are you? I don't know. Blue Ridge Ocean, I don't know what your use case is, so whether you should get a 4K IPS monitor or a 1440p OLED monitor, I mean, if it's just gaming, I would go 1440p OLED every time. If it's just gaming. If you're trying to do content creation, stuff like that, then you go 4K. All right, let's move over here. Okay, so this is what we've done so far. And by the way, if you fill out that form, this is where you end up, right here in this list. So with this list, I have all the information I need to actually make a good recommendation for you, okay? How long when you're planning to order, whether it's within a week, within a month, and if it's longer than that, you should just wait for whenever you're ready to buy to get your recommendation. Where you're located, the budget. This was, do you live near a micro center? And if so, where is it? This one's in Cherubimville, Ohio. And do you want a pre-built, a parts list, or an upgrade, some upgrade advice? How long you're willing to wait for it? Although, of course, Astra, if you do make your order for this, it basically, they take like 4 or 5 hours and then they build it for you. So the purpose of it, gaming, streaming, content creation, trying to put out some G code with SolidWorks, whatever, you would put that in there on the multiple choice and the resolution you want to game at, what color you want the system to be, and whether you have a preference or whether you need Wi-Fi, whether you have a preference for any PC companies. So there we go. And for those of you wondering whether Twitch is all I do, no, YouTube is actually my main thing. And I have a show called SI Weekly, or System Integrators Weekly, where every week, more or less, I put up a video talking about pre-builts to help people with that. There's other content too, but that's the main thing. That's just at Braithorn on YouTube. Okay, so back to this. This was what we had, $1,500, built by Micro Center in Sharonville. It's a gaming-only system, 1080p is the resolution. So we went with a 7800X3D because I want to upgrade it slowly over time, and that's already going to be like, it's $100 off for the 7800X3D. I couldn't really ignore that. But there's a bundle we're probably going to end up going with. We chose the GPU, which is actually overkill for 1080p. It's 7800 XT Steel Legend, but both Astra and I both kind of fell in love with the way it looked. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous GPU. So there's that. They already have storage. We have our memory, our motherboard, and our CPU. So from there, we were looking at the cases. That's when you guys came in. Yes, absolutely. Actually, BMOC, Happy New Year. You don't really need OLED to game on PC. You don't need it, no. But between a 4K IPS for gaming or 1440p OLED, you don't need 1440p either, or 4K. You can go 1080p VA panel if you want. It's not about need. Which of the two is better for gaming? 1440p OLED, in my opinion. It's not a fact, it's my opinion. All of you guys who followed, thank you so much for that. Oh, hold on a second. Mark in NC says, sounds like Roby. Oh yeah, absolutely. He does have that voice naturally. BMOC says, stick around and get this pre-built wisdom. Thank you, BMOC. I was just going back through a little bit. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Blondie But Geeky. Heck yeah. Welcome to the swarm. You're stuck here now. Okay. So because I am directly helping people one-on-one, usually chat's moving a lot slower than that. And level 4 hype train. Holy crap. When did that happen? Thank you. Toaster, thank you for gifting a sub to Roby. Oh, he must have loved that. That's hilarious. Okay. I feel like oh, never mind. I won't get into references right now. Okay, so we were looking at a case, and I was like, I love the H6 Flow. It's my pretty much, for standard use cases, my favorite case of 2023. For higher end builds, Y70 Touch, of course, but the H6 Flow was awesome. But it's a little, they don't have the non-RGB one that is a good deal less, and I didn't see that. And it's like $30 for RGB fans, or $20 for RGB fans. It's like, that's a tough one. They're not bad, but yeah, the IPS is still solid. Yes, it is. YouTube channel's the same name as here, Braythorn. Let me see if this works. There you go. There's a link. 1080p is still amazing quality. No, it is. I know. It's just when it comes down to gaming, it's hard to apply the word need to it. You know what I mean? Jersey says, I got the Ryzen 7700X bundle last month at Micro Center for $400. We might have to switch to that, basically. What my recommendation is probably going to be is to go with that and then upgrade to whatever X3D CPU is hot in the next generation or two, because that's AMD. They're going to support it for a while. Okay, let's switch to where we can just see the right color of cases. There we go. And we're looking for a white case. Ooh, the Fractal North. Oh, it's out of budget, though. Okay, let's go price low to high, okay? Because I'm looking at cases that are too expensive for the build. It's going to take away from performance. Okay, Landcool 215 for $84.99. I love the Landcool 215. All right, that's the thing about the 216. It's cool, all right? It is cool, but I miss those 200 millimeter RGB fans. Like, that was such a statement. And for $85, I can't not recommend this. It's such a good case. The only downside to the 215 is if you use a lot of USB-C stuff, you don't have a front panel USB-C port on the 215. That's it. Slugera said 216. I did mention the 216 earlier, and it's right here for $115. If we're talking about $85 for the Landcool 215, there's only 2 in stock, though. That could be inaccurate. They might not have any. That's a tough one. Oh my gosh. The Montech Sky 2 is very good, but it's also there it is. There's the non-RGB H6 Flow. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, Astra. I'm going to put 3 cases on the screen, and you let me know which ones you like. All right, that one. And we'll look at the... I do want it to have fans already included. Masterbox TD500 is excellent. I just don't know if they have it. Oh, the Air 903 Max is really good too. It's just not as like pretty, I guess you could say. Okay, well, let's put this one here. And I don't... I'd say the Sky 2... At this budget, because of the fans that you're getting, it's a full fan layout right out of the box. Okay, so... I have to go here and then here and yada yada. They just don't have high resolution pictures there. So that's the Landcool 215. I love this case. It has such good airflow, and also having larger diameter fans means they don't have to spin as fast to get similar airflow. So you can be a little quieter at times too. And then there's this guy, the TD500. Like, say for instance, if you're buying from Build Redux, you can get any case you want as long as it's the black version of the TD500. That's the only case they carry. But this is the white version. I've asked them several times, like, why don't you guys carry the white version? It would just be one more SKU for your inventory. They're like, nope, we like things simple. And then there's this one. This is the Montech Sky 2. And it's an awesome case. It really is. I've got one, actually. Montech Sky 2, right there. In the Azure 2. BMOC likes the TD500. But Astra, which of these do you prefer? 1, 2, or 3? The price of them is in that order as well. Lowest, medium price, highest price. TD500 the best? All right. It is a good case. It really is. The only thing you're not getting is a rear fan on this one, but you do get the front 3 fans. So that is usually pretty good. If you get an AIO, oh, we can't go with an AIO because then they're... Listen up. While I have a larger audience right now, I need to air a grievance really quick, okay? And I've said this plenty of times, but microsensor, where when you're doing the build here, and let's just pick this. There we go. Select. When you're doing your build, it has a button to select to get same-day pro assembly, right? It says $150 right now. Right here. Sorry, I wasn't showing the screen. Right here, $150, right? To get it built for you. Same-day pro assembly, 4 hours before closing, you get your system same day. All right. What happens if you put a liquid cooler in there? Just any of them. Select. They charge an extra $100. Why, Micro Center? What is the problem? It's a few more screws. What the heck? In some cases, they're even easier to mount. The CPU block, anyway, on the CPU. Nonfiction says I have a Lean Lee case currently. Sweet. Sky 2 is a great case. I just did a pre-built swap in it today for a friend at work. Nice, Igor. I'm realizing front USB-C is kind of overrated. I thought I really needed it, but I didn't after my build was completed. Being a content creator, I use it all the time. All the time. But your average person probably won't. Roby was just actually just fussing about the AIO installs being his least favorite part. Yeah, but like, it's for $100 more? $100 more. Get yourself a nice Bosch 12 volt. Call it a day. All right? They charge the price of an AIO to put one in. BMOC has it exactly right. So yeah, that's really frustrating. And what I would do instead is just be like, okay, you don't want to do that? Fine. Air cooler. Sure. It's like, it's annoying. It's really annoying. So I would just pick a good air cooler and then you're done. We do need a power supply still. So let's check that out. Now we're looking at a 7800X3D and a 7800XT. So we're in the 7800 club. I would probably go, just to be safe and have a little bit of, I would say at least 850 for a future upgrade path. But we got to work within our means with whatever our, look at this. Look at their compatibility filter for power supplies, right? They're probably making it to where there's nothing that will underpower the system. So they agree with me, 850 watt minimum, sure. But like, there's probably power supplies in here that would work just fine, and they're just clearing. I'm not even gonna click it, I'm not gonna worry about it, whatever. Let's go price, lowest price to highest price, okay. How's the airflow on the H5? Does anyone know? It's pretty good. It is. It's not going to break any records, but it's definitely good. It's not amazing, but good. I would recommend the H6 flow over the H5 flow any day of the week. And the reason we're not doing the H6 flow in this one is because then we have to turn around and buy a bunch of fans. And it's not quite in the budget. Yo, Ord Chaos, what's up? I'm not aware of the Assassin 4 in white, but I could be wrong. We'll have to take a look at that in a minute. Actually recommended a white version for my build a few weeks ago. Oh, I did, yeah. What's up, Poppy? How's it going? Poppy Seeds. Air coolers are ugly, though. Faizan, nice opinion you got there. There are some very cool air coolers out there, so... But you're entitled to your opinion, of course. Okay. I'm going to turn off the compatibility filter because I'm pretty sure it's doing the opposite of its job right now. Why they change it to most popular, I will never know. But we can go and make just the important thing here. 800 to 899 watts. Maybe 750 would work. I just iffy about it. Power spec 750 watt 80 plus gold for $75. Wow. Are you guys able to hear the music well enough, by the way? Random question, are there extensions made for AIOs? Not really. There are AIOs that have longer tubes, though. One slow F80 over in YouTube chat. I do have recommendations. There is a list of people waiting. Basically, what you need to do is you need to fill out the form that's here. It's linked in the YouTube stream's description. And in Twitch chat, if you want to get to this form, you just put exclamation point form. Bam. There it is. You fill this out. It gives me all the pertinent information so I can actually make a good recommendation instead of just a random recommendation just because I'm trying to, you know, get an answer out quick. But it adds you to this spreadsheet here, and then I can get to you once I'm done helping the person I'm actually literally helping right now. How's your... Okay, so 700 XT or solid combo. I only have air cooler, says Diana. I mean, going only one way or the other, if you need straight up reliability, you go air cooler. The only moving parts are the fans, and those are easily replaced. But if you have extreme cooling needs, that can be difficult because air coolers really rely on the case airflow, whereas liquid coolers are better for power, for just brute forcing your cooling. $750 watts fine for 700 XT. I was thinking about future upgradability though, because I was specifically told by Astra that they're looking to upgrade it slowly over time as well. Let's see. Yeah, okay. No, nothing's grayed out under power spec, and this is under tier C. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. Not the worst thing. It's fine. But this is a very well recommended one, the GFM one. What are we looking at here? GFM. So this is a gold rated power supply, not as in power efficiency, although it is 80 plus gold, but on the PSU Cultist tier list. So yeah, I could go with this one for sure. And I think we found our power supply. Neat. And it's $30 off right now. Who mentioned the snowblind? Yeah, that case is a tragedy. Super, super cool concept that was well implemented except for the airflow, which is a little bit important. It was poppy seeds. You asked me that before, didn't you? When we were doing your build. One Lucy said, I made it to Twitch. Nice. Welcome to Twitch. You're also subscribed, so yeah. Okay. Heatsink. Okay. They don't have color as an option here? Am I missing something? Well, okay. See, look at this. Look at this. This is their compatibility filter in action. It's a 7800X3D, socket AM5. They forced you to look at AM4 coolers, which there could be maybe there's a cooler here that doesn't have, it's of course, if it is compatible. That's the thing about AM4 to AM5. They made a point of making it compatible with previous coolers, the same amount, whatever. But like, why is that? I don't know. It's just annoying. Their compatibility filter sucks. Their configurator sucks. And I'm the one who has to deal with it. So, but there's not many like really nice white coolers here to match the build, unfortunately. The AG, I wouldn't trust that with a. So here's what you can do. We can just recommend a different cooler you can order separately. Then you bring it to them and say, please use this cooler because you didn't have any good ones. I miss my 13900K. Made my room nice and toasty in the cold temps. This 14700K is doing the job too. And I'm supposed to swap this 14900K that I have into it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm all right. It's doing the job for sure. I'm only losing out on 4 efficiency cores and a little bit of frequency. I mean, the AK620 all day long. This thing could cool that. The Dark Rock Pro 4, absolutely, if you want to pay double the price for similar performance. Shadow Rock 3 for $70. So if you don't mind it being a black cooler, black and silver, you can go with the AK620 right here. Maybe not the Zero Dark one, just because it's a white build and you don't really need that. So you don't need to spend 10 extra bucks. I would go with this, but if you want to, go with the white Assassin 4. I'm on Micro Center right now, and it's only for people who live near a Micro Center that I would do that. But yeah. Peerless Assassin on Amazon for like 35 bucks. Sure. Okay, don't mind the black cooler. Then there you go. There's your cooler. Now, what we need to look at, because if you include Pro Assembly, we're over budget. But we're going to add together what the CPU, motherboard, and RAM cost, and we got to change the motherboard to match the one in the bundle, because we got this bundle right here. Actually, right there. For $499. $499 gets you the 7800X3D, a B650 Gaming X-AX motherboard. It's a pretty well spec'd out motherboard. It really is. Power delivery and VRM cooling, and your rear I/O, everything, and 32 gigs DDR5 of the same RAM that we already picked. So we'll click on this, and it'll have all of our model numbers in there, so we can go ahead and make sure we match. So we got the CPU already. Let's just copy this, change, go into search, and there's a motherboard. Select that. Now you won't be able to order this online and get your price, okay? Because the RAM is essentially going to be free. It's going to be $100 less than this, $104.99, because essentially your RAM is free. That's how these deals usually work, more or less. And I'm fairly certain we have the right RAM too. Let's double check that. Actually, I should just be copying this. I asked before, are y'all able to hear the music? I don't know. Fizan, if your stuff is running slow, then yes. Whether you need to upgrade or not is not up to anybody but you. And that's if you're playing games or using a monitor that requires more power, then sure. Okay, we now have the right CPU, RAM, and motherboard for you to be able to get that. I already had the right RAM. For you to actually get that that package deal, okay? You don't need to pay for Windows. You're transferring over your 2 terabyte drive. So we have our power supply, our cooler, case, our GPU, CPU, motherboard, and RAM, everything here, and it's going to be about $100 less than that. Guess what that means? We got right under budget, baby. There you go. Okay, you hear it? Good. Sweet. Awesome. Fantastic. So, and there's your system recommendations. So for those of you who are new, this is something I was talking about earlier, and I was going to explain this in tomorrow's video that's coming out tomorrow. But all of the help that I'm giving people here, all these systems, all these links you see with systems that I've recommended, based on all this information, is going into a master list that everyone is going to have access to from here on out, and it's only going to keep growing. I'm eventually going to separate this into separate it by budget, and then you will be able to go in there as a viewer and look through there and say, oh, this person, all their stuff matches my stuff. What did Bray recommend? Boom, you click it, you're good to go. Free. That's all free help. It's free real estate, all right? Like, PCs are expensive. The industry is confusing as hell. I'm not going to be taking more money just to do something that I already think is fun. Okay, go there. Let's actually change the color now. Why not? All right, go there, and bam. So I will never find that link right now, not now. So give me a second. Move back over here. Astro, what do you think? Do you like it? Copy link. There we go. All right, for everybody who's in the Twitch chat, click on this if you want to see what I've done so far. Take a look through the suggestions. Take a look through the thing. You can get an idea of the kind of questions you need to ask yourself if you haven't already clicked on the form. These questions you need to ask yourself before you spend a penny on a pre-built. Don't let anyone tell you what you need. Let them ask you what you need. That is how you get what you need. That rule doesn't just apply to this. It's just a rule in general for life. Don't let anyone tell you what you need. Have them ask you what you need, and that's how you get what you need. Can I get that on a t-shirt? That's too long for a t-shirt. It's literally right above, right there. Want help getting the right PC for your budget needs? Fill out this form. Note, submitting this form does not guarantee I can help you during the stream, but your entry will stay in the queue so I can help you in a later stream. Bam, link is right there. That's for a Nemo Liver 10. There you go. You can also always put in the Twitch chat !form. If you're in the YouTube chat, it's in the description. Ooh, Micro Center build. How many hours away would you say it's worth to going to Micro Center for a PC? I'd say 1 hour drive. At that point, like whatever amount of money you might save. Okay, unless you're making a pilgrimage, whatever. Everyone needs to go to a Micro Center at some point. Especially if you can go to the Tustin one. That one's amazing. But if you're trying to save some money on a PC build, you lose that in gas. You're paying for gas if you drive a couple, 3-4 hours to go to Micro Center. I was answering a question on the YouTube chat. This stream is on both YouTube and Twitch. My YouTube is Brayathorn, same name as here. And if you want tons of content on pre-builts and other stuff, I do builds too, just not as often as Roby. And just other things like that, how to set up your PC, things that you need to do with your PC or not do with it. Also, event coverage, interviews, stuff like that too. I interviewed Jay's 2 Cents, Paul from Paul's Hardware, Pedro, the founder and head of PCMR, and asked them what they thought about pre-builts. Doesn't that sound like a freaking interesting video? It is. You need to hear what they have to say about it. That was the 100th episode of System Integrators Weekly. Best Buy is just that. I used to drive 45 minutes just to get to Fry's before they got worse. Best Buy is just that bad. Best Buy can sometimes be pretty good for components as long as you don't need a large selection. Sometimes they have sales that you don't find anywhere else. Toaster, have a great evening, my friend. Okay, we got an ad break happening, so we're gonna hold off. Figured hour would be max. Yeah, I mean if you're trying to save money, but well, they're watching an ad right now, so I won't get into that. But Happy New Year, Slushy. You see, that's one of the benefits of YouTube. It allows me to just run ads, mid-roll ads manually if I want to. Guess what? I don't want to. So I don't do it. If you guys ever feel like I should, because it does support the channel whenever I run ads, you could tell me to do it. I'll probably run an ad on YouTube if you tell me to do it, but I'm not going to do it on my own. Ad break should be over on Twitch. Welcome back, everybody. That isn't subbed anyway. I did see Jay's video today. Yes. That would have already been heartbreaking for me, but having met the man, and seeing how like open and welcoming he is, how friendly, how funny he is in person, more than even in the videos. Yeah. I'm worried. Like it's sad and scary, and I'm worried about him. He's an amazing dude. He wanted to give me more time than I took out of his day. Like, I asked him for 2 minutes just to ask a couple questions. He was like, show up early tomorrow at LTX. He was like, show up early tomorrow and we'll do something longer. And I am the one who ended the interview because I respected his time too much. And he had other people waiting to talk to him. He was ready to just keep going. If you watch that interview in that video, he was just going, man. Yeah. I hope he's okay. I hope he does okay. And I'm glad he's getting it taken care of. Astra, thanks for the build. It's late and I have to go into the office in the morning, so I'm heading to bed. Astra, thank you so much for your patience. You've waited like 3 streams for me to help you out. Thank you very much. And let me know how that turns out. You can drop it in the rigs channel in the Discord once you're done. All you got to do is head in there, bring in your storage, and be like, build me this list, this PC. You'll have the list right there. Build me this PC. You can give them the link, whatever, and they'll do the whole thing. And as long as it's 4 hours before closing, you'll get it that day. Okay? Jay's a good guy. I love his vids too. Yeah. Yeah. He's one of the reasons I started making videos. Like, I already loved PCs, but I don't know, man. I mean, the reason I'm so frank and I just say what's on my mind is largely him. He helped give me the courage to do that early on. It's just some health issues he's going through right now, Blue Ridge. You should watch the video. Watch the video. He talks about it. You know, getting older is not fun. I'll tell you that. I apologize. How is the airflow for the H7 Flow? It's great. As the name would suggest, it's very good. Rome says to run it. We're good because I have to call out for the next person now. And let's do that. I got my mind off this because I'm worried about you, man. I'm not going to say like we became best friends or anything, but he was very friendly to me, very welcoming, and like just a magnetic person. So I want that to continue, please. Thank you. So Jay, I'm glad you're getting your stuff taken care of, man. Okay, Omega Internal, you were here earlier. Roby needs a PC. Is this your first? This is your first chat. This is your first message in my chat. You need a PC. I'll hook you up, man. You got to fill out a form though. Here you go. There you go, Roby. I need to know your needs, budget, and use case, and all that stuff, man. I'm just gonna tell you. Your wife might disagree, Roby. Yeah, as Org Chaos said. Will Immortal, welcome to the Swarmies. Thank you for that YouTube membership. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Swarm. I have an H7 Flow. I got a 13900K and a 7900 XT and no temp issues. So, to answer the question that was in the YouTube chat from Adrian E., Joe Huckins in the Twitch chat said that their H7 Flow has great flow. So, there you go. Omega Internal, are you still here? Roby, let me show you something, my friend. Can I show you something? Are you still here? I don't know. I know you're probably exhausted. I'm the worst when it comes to like I raid someone and I'm like peace out right after. But check this out. Tell me what you think. So we got this. We got this right here. That's the link that I put there. You fill out this stuff, okay? I wasn't doing this before. It was just all in chat that I was doing this. This is way better. So you have to answer all these questions. And it fills out this for me, right? Okay, all right, that's Google Forms, neat. But that means that all the recommendations I make, now people will be able to compare their own needs and budget and everything to other people and see what I recommended to them. Later on, as more people are at it, more of these are done, I can go in and separate by budget, right? Or I could even turn this into a database where someone can fill out the form and get a list of some of the recommendations I've done in the past for similar use cases and budgets. But the other thing is this right here. Look at that. Look at this beautiful data. So that when I'm making videos, it informs my content. So I make videos that are helpful to more people. Look at this. Almost 50% of people that ask for recommendations want to either stream or make content or both. 50%. That's 47.2. That's crazy, man. But I've said this a lot. I've said this a lot to, like, whenever I talk to like Elgato, they're like, "Well, you cover pre-builts? Okay, you might want to talk to the guys over there, over at Vengeance or Origin." And I'm like, no. I should talk about your stuff too, because people want to stream. Like, help me show off your things because people want to get into streaming. It just makes sense. And then, yeah, so I'm going to be able to show that. So guys, you're just, and none of this is anyone's personal info. This is just overall information. This is a lot of just random answers. This one doesn't really matter, but the rest do. I can just copy this, paste it somewhere else. Isn't that sick? Awesome. So eventually I want to have a website where someone can go and just like answer a few questions. And then this data right here, after I've done this for a few more months, or maybe about a year, we'll be able to make some recommendations right off the bat. Although hardware changes, things change, you know, that's the problem. But still, I like the last question. I put China. Did you submit one? Really? Hang on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, are you serious? You actually want this? Okay, first I need to see who else is here. All right, okay, because Omega Internal was not here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about it. Okay, look, guys, I can't skip y'all for Roby, right? Roby, you don't need my help, man. I mean, like, you really, I mean, you want a pre-built? I'll hook you up with, I got you. We'll find one. But I know Rome is here. I know Nemo Liver is here. Jay the Grappler was here just a second ago. I know a lot of these people are here. But yeah, that's funny. That is funny. You don't live near a micro center. Why doesn't Seattle have a micro center? Really? Seriously? That's like prime for tech. I need a pre-built from China. All right, where's Asus? Asus, where are your pre-builts at? You work with Asus, okay, but they don't watch me, so it's okay. No, it's a 4090D. I wonder why they didn't rename it this. Why didn't they just name it that? That's a 4090. But it's not a 4090. Will Immortal, yeah, I do appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, good. I ordered pre-built off NZXT Player PC 770 edition. Oh, okay. That thing can kill it for 1080p gaming, 100%. Corvic just got a new PC. Congratulations. That's awesome. Get the metadata. Pricing will change, but it's a great idea. I mean, it's really about speccing it out, knowing where to go and how to prioritize things. Chief Honcho World is still here. Okay. And wait, were you an earlier one? Oh, yeah. There you are. Okay, Chief Honcho. Okay. Just so you know, this does need to match what shows up in chat. It helps me, because that's what I search. But this would have come up anyway. Look at that. I can just Control F. I want a PC built entirely for... I will tell JJ to start. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, you don't understand. Roby, when I was doing my video with Asus last CES, he showed me all the gaming stuff, the keyboards, the new case, the chair. He knows he knows what I do. He walked me right past the pre-builts. And I was like, hey man, did you want to talk about the pre-builts or like the airflow of them or anything like that? He's like, no. I was like, okay, so that was JJ, You know what? It's a self-awareness. I do appreciate that. Okay, so we got to see who's first here. Omega wasn't here. Ari Halisi 6922. Are you here? If Maine gets one before Seattle, I rage. Is that what they're saying? Is that going to happen? Ari, no. XIC gold. Guys, just make sure that you're here, because just hang out with me. You might pick up some things, a thing or two, you know? That's one thing. It used to be really bad about me getting to help out people with streams before, and it's probably going to be worse now that I'm only doing it twice a week instead of thrice a week. But no, it's somebody different. But like, it's the searching in chat that annoys me. But people would say a lot of the time, like, oh, I figured out what I wanted when you were helping somebody else out that had similar needs to mine. That's what made me think about doing this, where everything that I do is going to be searchable. So yeah, you could actually do Control F $1,500 and it'll look for all the $1,500 ones. Yeah, Roby, I mean, let's just talk to it's Jeremy, right, at the Tustin location. We'll go talk to Jeremy about that. We'll let him know that you'll rage if they do that with Maine first. Okay. Okay, so not there. Diesel Thunder. Nope, not here. Okay. ZXRZAK. I think some people just name themselves as in a way that's as difficult as possible for streamers to say their name. Okay, Zach. ZXR Zach. You're here, right? Are you here?
ZXR Zach. Are you here? Your time has come.
Maine is just Canada's Splatoon. Wow. You can let people take themselves off the queue. You know, honestly, it's still helpful information. Regardless, this isn't going to end up in the master list. So, like, looking at this, I mark things off with just by I click that, change the color of it right as I go. And then only the ones that I fully help out end up in the list that people can take a look at and reference for themselves. But when it comes to what people are looking for, it's all helpful information. Except this one, where people put a million different answers for the Micro Center location. But still, half the people who have gotten help didn't live near a Micro Center. Buddy fell asleep with the stream on. It does happen. Zach, okay, cool. Neat. Neato, gang. Let's go. All right, you're purple now. Okay, Oz. Okay, so we're looking at a budget of 4,000 or more. That was the upper limit that I put. So tell me, what is your actual budget, if and you don't mind? What brand of pre-built makes me more attractive to potential suitors? Are they like hipsters? NZXT. 100%. I fancy myself a minimalist. NZXT. Here you go. You don't need to say anything else. There you go. That's that. Are they on Instagram all the time? NZXT. Well, actually, Height now, too. But Height is also quirky and cool. I don't know. I think we need like a webcomic with all of the SIs as characters. Is that just me? Okay, ZXR Zach, just to give you a heads up. Oh, I did. I marked the wrong person. You're totally right. I did mark the wrong person. Derp. That's my bad. Thank you. Thank you for that heads up. You're right here. Okay, 1,900. You gave me a specific budget. Perfect. Neato. All right. Falcon Northwest is the guy who gets 100 haircuts. Falcon Northwest is the guy who has a shoe rack, and they're all very clean. But like, you know, penny loafers and stuff. Not necessarily like Jordans or anything. You know what I mean? It's for the person who's had the same haircut for like 10 years. Is that you, Roby? I think it's you, Roby. Okay. Okay, 1900. And we're going back to Micro Center. Okay, so Denver, Colorado Micro Center, gaming, and they want, oh, they don't know. Okay, so Zach, let's talk about resolution, okay? Resolution is how many pixels are on your screen. The more pixels, the harder it is to run. If you're going to go for like AAA 4K gaming, don't use a TV for one thing, unless it's an actual like gaming TV. Those are a thing, by the way. Variable refresh rate and stuff like that. Low response times. No. The monitor you're going to get has a lot to do with the GPU you need to get. So that's why the three choices are 1080p, 1440p, or 4K. Well, there's a fourth choice in ultra wide, but that's a whole other thing. If you want to get really high refresh rate, I say don't go over 1440p because the budget is $1,900. Roby, you know I still don't have an OLED monitor. Not one. I'm using a good Mobius one, but it's not OLED. And it's barely HDR. It's like barely qualifying as HDR. But it is a nice monitor. I can't complain. It's 4K, IPS, 144 hertz. It's just, I've never had an OLED monitor. Wow, my primary gaming rig is on an OLED TV. Yeah, but it's probably like an expensive TV. If you get yourself like to me, the TVs that tempt me are like the $500 65-inch 4K TVs at Walmart, right? Like all my money goes like for the last few years has gone back into this, right? But yeah, I'd love to get what is it like the C1 or whatever? I'd love to get that. Just can't really do it. It cost me $100 a haircut. Falcon Northwest is for the guy who has a computer to hold open the door to his home theater room. Yeah. 1440p sounds good. All right, let me go ahead and change that answer. I gotta change that back to purple. I can't not do that. Okay, 1440p, $1,900, easy enough. Okay. I'm gonna shrink this down here. And you want a black system? Oh, okay. Been looking at a Skytech system from Newegg, but open to all. So when you put Denver, Colorado here, I'm assuming that you want to get your PC from Micro Center. Now, if you want to get a Skytech system from Newegg, my suggestion is to just go through Skytech. Instead of going through a third-party vendor, go directly through the system integrator. And yes, it can make a difference. When a third-party vendor is like, all right, we're putting out a proposal, we want systems at this price point with these key components, make it work. The person that comes in with like the best quote for 1,000 systems or 500, not 1,000, like 500 systems or 300, whatever. They're the ones that get it, and they get it through cutting corners. It's not really the SI's fault. It's the pressure of the third-party vendor system. So I just recommend go directly through the system integrator. I don't go into those details very often, but that's one of the reasons I recommend it. Back when the whole thing happened with iBuyPower and Gamers Nexus, we're getting them from third-party vendors, and they weren't very good systems. But at the same time, you would look at a ready system directly from iBuyPower, and they were great. And I was like, don't buy those, buy these. And some people would say like, well, it shouldn't be like that. I agree. But it is. My hairstylist, I was $75 and got it today, but $30 was, hey, that's nice. Yes, there you go. Absolutely. Headed to bed. Catch you next stream. Try to get my build. Thanks for all you got it, Rome. I appreciate you. You're going to be in that queue. Don't you worry. We'll get you taken care of. Caleb09, there is a form that you would need to fill out. If your budget is 800, you can still get a decent PC for 1080p gaming. Absolutely. Yeah. That's just your options are minimal, and if you can bump that up a little bit, whatever your method is, saving from paychecks or mowing extra lawns, at that price point, every little bit extra makes a huge difference. So I would say try to push it to 1,000 if you can. If you can't, I don't blame you. I totally understand that. Setting a budget is a very good thing to do. Okay, so let's get started on this. If you're looking at SkyTech, okay, let's look at SkyTech. The reason I ask about Micro Center, okay, this is the reason. I know I'm talking a lot and not helping. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. The reason I ask whether you live near a Micro Center, if you get it built by them and you get the warranty, which I don't include in the budget, right? That has to be a separate. Well, I don't know. I guess I could, but it cuts back on your performance quite a bit. I usually don't include extra warranties as part of it. But even if you don't get the warranty and just want a place to service your PC, you would just drive it over to Micro Center instead of subjecting it to the shipping industry again. Twice more to ship it for RMA back to the system integrator and have them ship it back to you. So there's a benefit to that. But their build fee is really high, especially if you want liquid cooling. Did you see that, Roby? If you get a liquid cooler from Micro Center, $149 for the same day pro assembly goes up to $249. $100 more for a liquid cooler. Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll look at SkyTech for $1,900, and let's go from there. I'm just explaining why it is that I asked whether you live near a Micro Center or not. If you specifically mention an SI, that's what I do. I look at that SI, unless they're terrible. But light gaming PCs is shut down, so that's less risk of that. Okay, so we narrowed it down to two systems here. An Eclipse Lite with a 13600K and a 4070. Or you can go with a 13700F and a 4070. Now, your use case here is listed as just gaming. So you don't necessarily need the iGPU that comes with a non-F Intel CPU, right? I just like to have it for troubleshooting purposes at that point. What am I looking at? Where am I? I'm over here. Too many things open. Let me close them. Okay. Now, the reason I'm looking at systems that I put up to 2,000, we have a coupon code with SkyTech. It is SWARM, SWARM, and it gives you a really solid discount. But these are the ones that showed up here. Let's actually go a little bit lower just to get more options on the board. And there's the Azure 2. I love that system. It is very good. 7700X and 4070. That looks familiar. But I want to ask SkyTech, where are the 7800 XTs? Where's that? That can trounce a 4070 in rasterized performance. Man, they need to get good with their Radeon availability. All of these systems are 4070 systems. Every last one of them. Interesting. They're hard to get still? That makes sense. When you choose a partner in life, does it make them more attractive if they have a longer warranty than you? I mean, you can always trade in. Nudity says, would you rather be the most respected brand in your industry or the most profitable? Profit comes and goes. Profits can come and go. But building a reputation and maintaining it, I feel, is better for longevity. Look at Falcon Northwest. They don't do high volumes, okay? But they're the most respected system integrator in the industry. They're also the original. I've never spoken to another person in the SI industry who has ever had a negative word to say about Falcon Northwest. Not one. That is respect. And well earned. If you want 7800 XT, you'll need to get it from Overkill Computers. No. I don't think so. Actually, what I would say is we should look at Paradox Customs. Wait, let me check something really quick. You wanted it within a month. Perfect. We can go custom. Paradox. What do we got here? Okay, we can go H5 flow. Let's see what we can do here. Because they don't put, that's one thing. One thing that drives me out of my mind, okay, is when a system integrator has a crappy default spec just to get the initial price down. However, look at what we got here. 7700 and I said that without looking at it by way, and a 4060 Ti. Decent. But what happens when you hit edit? What do they got here? There we go. 7800 XT. Look at that. For how much more? Like $100 more. There you go. Paradox Customs is cool. They got a cool vibe. Arpit is a super cool dude. And they do some really, really nice builds. And we're still under budget. And we have a coupon code, Braythorn. It's weird. It's a weird name. Hard to spell, but you can also see it everywhere. It's like right under. It's like, it's right here. It's right there. Hayden Allen, absolutely this music goes hard. Backing track all day long. Thank you very much. They could have had a more searchable name, though. Backing track is not a searchable name. Okay, review selections. All right. I think we can even change to a... Well, I don't think we need to. Yeah, you said you wanted a black system. Okay, perfect. There. Okay. If we edit this, we have choice between white and black. We're already on the right one. Sweet. Now let's see here. All right, let's edit this. Can we do it? Is it going to happen? Oh boy. Yeah, it's $80 more. 7800X3D, baby. There you go. You're in the 7800 club. 7800X3D and 7800XT. Still under, well, oh, hold on. Let me look at the budget now, actually, because that right there is not what it's actually costing. That's something else. So as configured, we're at 1945. Let's take a look at the rest of the spec and make sure it's up to spec, okay? Because that would pretty much do it. That's kind of all we've got to play with. Okay? So you're saying to buy from Overkill Computers. I am not saying that now or ever. That system on Newegg from Skytech has a 4070 Ti and a 7800 X3D. Okay, cool. What did they have to do to make that possible? What was Skytech required to do to make that possible? Where do people sell their old rigs? Wanted to upgrade, but I don't know what to, I mean, Facebook Marketplace, honestly. I would ask Roby about that. He's in the Twitch chat. Yeah, I looked up backing track and it took me to Spotify playlist. Oh, hey! Falcon Northwest says, thanks for the kind words, Bray. How do you just know when I talk about you? Kelt, how do you do that? By the way, Roby's in the Twitch chat. I don't know if... yeah, this one turned into a party. What's going on? How's it going, Kelt? 2 terabyte, 5200 megabyte per second drive from Mushkin right there. So you're getting 2 terabytes with this system. You could actually drop that down to 1 if you're comfortable adding storage yourself. But at almost 2K, I would say 2 terabytes is something that should be in there. But if you drop it down to a 1 terabyte drive of the same speed, you're talking about $75 instead of $130. So we can do that to sort of put more towards the CPU and GPU, because storage is one of the easiest things to upgrade. Exactly, it just depends on what you're happy with. So check this out. Let me show you something here. Okay, I'm going to do that. All right, we're going to review selections. You still have your Falcon Northwest system? What do you think I'm streaming on right now? You were lurking. Okay. Oh no, Roby's in the YouTube chat now. Oh boy. So we go here. Let's see what this. I can make this happen. All right, relax. Zach, relax. I hear you. Oh boy, that is way expensive. Good Lord. Why is a 4070 Ti so freaking expensive? Oh, by the way, if you're looking at a 4070 Ti, you might just want to hold off for 6 days. Because they're going to announce the 4070 Ti Super on the 8th. And the 4070 Super, which actually is what I would suggest in your use case if you want Nvidia. Because the 4070 Super, out of all the super cards that are coming out, it is the biggest actual upgrade. Although the 4070 Ti Super is going up to 16 gigs of VRAM from 12, which is pretty dope if you're looking for a high VRAM GPU without, you know, paying for a 4080. But it's close to 4080 pricing, non-super. If you buy a Falcon Northwest system, you get free hugs. Mugs. He meant to say mugs because... Oh. How did I do that? Oh. That felt great. Just for the joke. All of that for the joke. You got to respect that. But no, he said you get free mugs. That's what you get. You get a free mug. Oh, that backfired. Yeah. Okay. I haven't cable managed my audio cable yet. But then again, it would have just yanked my head back to the desk if I'd done that. Okay. So, Zach, if you're looking at a system that's going to have a 4070 Ti, hold off until the 8th because a 4070 Super is probably all you need. And it's going to be cheaper than the 4070 Ti. It had better be. Freaking Nvidia, man. God, they drive me crazy. Yeah, okay. So that's my recommendation to you. You can do this system if you want to. And with code Braythorn, you do get a discount. All right? The 7800 XT, 1440p gaming, that's perfect. That's fine. Like, that's all. It's all you need. Just don't put your settings to ultra in AAA titles. In fact, actually here, bam, there's a clip for you. Man, that takes me way back. You know what? I'm putting this on the stream. I want you guys to see this because this is the setup I had at the old house. It probably looks better than this one does. This one is just a mess. I'm also packing for CES, so give me a break. Who's that young guy right there? Who's that spring chicken? Good Lord. Wait. Is that? Oh my God, that's Shadowfax. That is Shadowfax. That's the first custom PC I built in a long time. And that's the one I built from the iBuy Power Ready system that I bought. But this is a long time ago. All right. Just got to turn this up. Of GPU resources to set your graphics settings to ultra. It is a waste of GPU resources to set your graphics settings to ultra. This is not a hot take from me. This is a generally known thing. Linus Tech Tips did a huge video on this. Don't set your graphics to ultra. The difference between high and very high settings to ultra is like this much visually and like this much in demand on your GPU. It is the definition of diminishing returns. And visually, it's so hard to tell the difference, but your GPU sure as hell knows the difference. Don't set your graphics to ultra. It is a way. I was saying that so often, I made it a command in Twitch chat. Just putting that out there. Okay. But regardless, if you want to go Nvidia, you can, but don't at around $2,000 for which is what your budget is. You should wait until the 8th when Nvidia. Hold on. At the budget that you're at, you should wait until the 8th when Nvidia announces at day 0, which is a thing now, I guess, at CES, when they announce the super lineup of GPUs, which will also be launching this month. Now, it may take a little time for those to trickle into SIs, except for a few partners that they might have worked with to get them some stock ahead of time. And maybe I'll be able to get one of those to send me a system. We can test it out. We can see. But it's going to be the card that, take the word super out, right? It's going to be a little bit better than that card, except for like the 4070 that actually has quite a bit more CUDA cores. Yo, Roby, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out. And thank you for everything. I will see you at CES, man. We got to get together over there. I know you're going. You're usually you went last year, so yeah. See you there, man. I hope. Oh, free hugs from Roby. That was a good turnabout. And that is fair play, by the way. That's what I hear. Okay, back to the music here. Oh, this track is so good. All of them. I can say that about most of them. Not necessarily all. But basically, we have a build here already done for you that'll do all of the things that you mentioned. As long as you don't have your heart set on Nvidia. And if you do really care about ray tracing, you should. Nvidia's in the 3rd generation of hardware accelerated ray tracing. DLS 3.0 and 3.5 has its benefits, of course. If you don't have your heart set on ray traced lighting and you just want a game, then AMD is a great option. There's better price to performance over there. They just have their naming mixed up. All right, you got it, Zach. You'll stay there in the queue, and we'll revisit when those are released. Okay. Neat. Let's make that a blue. Okay. DJ. Is DJ here? Someone listed their name as just DJ. Is there a DJ in the house? Nudity, you're next after DJ. Here, look. That's DJ. They might not even be here. That would mean you're next. But DJ is here. So if you're willing to wait for me to do a Micro Center build, is that what they said here? Oh, Skytech. That's the second person who lives right by a Micro Center who has said that they want Skytech. Although, DJ, the fact that you live near that Tustin Micro Center means you also live close to Skytech. They're in City of Industry, California. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll get you taken care of on the next stream on Thursday. Can you be here Thursday? I'll get you going. I'm sorry I took so long with that last one, and that the stream was definitely derailed by that wonderful raid. DJ Rusty C says there is, but it wasn't me. Okay. All right, you got it. We'll see you then. Thank you very much for your patience, and I hope you got something out of it. Just over here dancing and rocking out in my bed. That's how much I love rock and metal. Oh yeah. Well, you would like backing track. They're mostly focused on that. I actually mostly play just their synth rock because it's more towards like my tastes. But like I like rock too and metal as well. Ontario, California, you could literally pick it up if they allowed it. Yep. They'll probably allow you to drop it off for RMAs though. One Slow F80 says I live near that Micro Center as well. There's a lot of SIs that are there. iBuyPower, CyberPower PC, Skytech, NZXT, yada yada. Dude, I'm way too old to do this gracefully. There you go. Anyway. All right, DJ. So yeah, if you put Tustin, California, but I'm guessing that doesn't mean you want to get it from Micro Center. That's fine. If you want something from Skytech, that's fine. Now I want to look here and look at your use case. Okay, gaming and general small business commerce. Okay, that's not really something that's taxing as in, oh, we need to change the specs for this. So we'll just say gaming only. If it can game, it can do XL. Now you want to go 4K though. Something I want to mention about 4K is that the monitors, to get a high refresh rate 4K monitor, that's decent, that's good, is going to be like a third of your budget, which this can't include the monitor in the budget. I'm just saying, you're talking about starting at $500-600, whereas what I'd recommend at $1,500 is 1440p gaming, not 4K. Just gonna put that out there as a thing that I have learned over time. 1 second. Far be it for me to not direct you to backing track when I have the chance. Okay, it's just backingtrack.gg. I should put that in the description of my streams because that's what I exclusively use in my streams. And not to say that I don't like Stream Beats. Stream Beats is great. The backing track just has stuff that vibes with me more. How you going? Been a minute. All Gamer Ben too. Yeah, it has been a minute. I'm doing good. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. 1440 is fine. Okay, that's just a straight up recommendation from me. It does. It makes more sense that you'll get more for your money. Basically, you get better, smoother performance that way, and you won't have to mess with your settings quite as much. 1500. Now, between the two, would you rather get your system from Micro Center or from Skytech? Skytech's got a lot of good options, and you know, price to performance, they do really well, but up to you. You're close to both of them. I would just, you know, say go Skytech because that will probably go a bit quicker. So that, you know, I mean, if that's something that you care about. So 1500. We'll go to 1600 because I have a coupon code. I also don't have a coupon code for Micro Center. So any savings that you would get from it are kind of nullified. Let's bring this up, actually. I put that way too low. I got to say, thank you very much to those of you from the raid that stuck around. We're still hanging out at 113 viewers there. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. The last time I got viewership like that was when I did the build and giveaway stream mid-December. So that's really cool. Thank you. Yeah, my Makins over in the Twitch chat says, yeah, my current 4K monitor itself costs $500 from Asus. High refresh on 4K is not cheap. Absolutely. Oh yeah. I just enjoy the fact that you enjoy music. That's just I like to see that. That makes me happy. Skytech, all right. So let's see. 1440p gaming, 4070. That would do it. I would probably do. Now there's some systems here where it's 5000 series Ryzen, and that's fine. But it is end of life as of like a year and a half ago for that. I can't say that. They keep releasing CPUs for it. Whatever. I would still say you have more of an upgrade path available if you go with Intel here, even though after, like once they launch the next generation, that'll be over. And the latest thing was just a refresh. So there was some cool stuff going on there, but it was mostly just a refresh. So let me ask you this. Do you care about upgrading your system over time at all? Or are you basically going to buy this thing and once it needs an upgrade, you just get another one and pass this on to a family member or sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something? I like the Eclipse Lite here. I like this case a lot. Fantex G300A, I think. G300A. James, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. They might. I don't know. Wish I had a PC so I can write and record my own original metal music. It does help. Honestly, though, if you want to go the it's almost more economical of an option to get yourself like a used MacBook Pro because of like GarageBand. I mean, if you're doing metal, you don't necessarily need to have the most complicated DAW. You could just go with GarageBand and record your instruments in. Bam. You're not going to upgrade it. Okay. Well, they all have the 4070 anyway. So which out of these has the best performance? 5600X versus... I haven't compared the 5600X to anything in such a long time. Versus 12400F. Well, this one has a 5700X. I would probably go that route because that one is 8 cores, but it's just gaming. All of these, let's compare the other specs. 1 terabyte drives across the board. Thank you for that, SkyTech. 16 gigs, 3200 DDR4, all across the board. 650 watt, 650 watt, 650 watt, 600 watt on just this one. So no. And then 650 watt. Okay. I mean, it's just, I'm looking for anything that will help me rule out one or the other. I'm kind of favoring this one right here. But if this 5700X has an actual liquid cooler, because this one's on sale, but that's only $40 off, though. You do have a coupon code. This one is... they're all barely on sale. But you get a coupon code, so that makes that a little better. 240 millimeter AIO. It's just not as... I mean, the airflow in this is okay. It looks like it's a solid... It has intake on both sides. B550. I would still just prefer to put you on a platform that is newer, where you could go up to like a 13600K or a 13400 for that matter. So yeah, I'd probably go with this one here. Also really like Fantex cases. Believe it or not, it can make a difference. Especially if you plan on going in there at some point and making some adjustments, adding storage, things like that. They're just nicer to work in IMO. But then nicer to work in than like a Gambias case like you see on some of these other ones. Kupo Catnip 502, how's it going? It's a cool name. Oh, by the way, Toshio, if you're... Actually, let me see. Yeah, Toshio, you are still here. I just want to say, digging the DJ Blue PDX emote there. He's a really cool guy. I just noticed that somehow. Okay. If ever a metal band, I'll invite you to one of our concerts. Sweet. Do you have somebody who does band names and costumes and stuff? Costumes. Oh man. You're going the Kiss route. Or Guar, yeah. Okay, let me add this here. This is one I would go with, basically. Now, here's the thing. For anyone doing a SkyTech system directly from SkyTech, don't forget to use the coupon code. SWARM. SWARM. And you can always check out the coupon codes section of the Discord to see, I don't just have a coupon code with SkyTech. That wouldn't be very fair. It would be like, how would I not show favoritism that way? No, there's a whole list of them. And yes, I wish I could have one for Falcon Northwest, but they don't do those. And I respect that. That's fine. Okay, Kel, I'm not giving you. Oh, I just saw Kelty. He said this music needs a training for the big fight montage. This track actually very much reflects that. Okay. Sorry. I once you said that, I just had to. I had to share because some of y'all now the weebs out there like myself, y'all will appreciate this. That track is called Plus Ultra. And you see how it was inspired. For gaming in an old hardware unboxed review, the 5600X was a bit better for just gaming, but not a massive difference. Right, but if they at some point upgrade to a 13600K, even though it's a B660 motherboard, doesn't matter. They'll still get the benefits of turbo clocks and all that. That is no longer the case then. So, whereas if they go with a 5800X 3D on the other one, it's like game over, right? In a good way for the 5800X 3D. So that's tough. But overall, I would probably go with this one here. Yeah, I want to use this track for a montage so bad. It's so good. All right, that's it. If you're cool with that, DJ, I haven't seen anything from you in the chat for a long time, so I'm going to assume you're cool with it. You guys, you got to keep a dialogue going with me a little better here, because I often throw things out there that you can totally respond to. But especially now that we're done, I'm just going to go ahead and say you're good to go. You're welcome, I guess. Okay, next person. Oh, they just left. All right, Ollie 1892. Are you still here? Okay, cool. All right, you're good to go. You have the link right there. Don't forget to use this code right here. That's the code. That gets you an extra discount. And I believe you already get free shipping. That's kind of hard to beat, so. He said full outfits and face paint. Wow. Very cool. Okay, I couldn't ever do that. Skin's too sensitive. Ollie 1892 is here. Heck yeah, there you go. Okay, you're in the UK. So, you're looking for an upgrade though. Now, one thing I need to put in the form. If you're going to have me help you with an upgrade, I need a parts list of what you already have, and I'll just combine that with what you're doing here. It's just gaming, so that makes it pretty easy. I'm sure there's a lot of people lurking from the raid. I just want to tell y'all two things. Thank you for the lurk, if that's the case. Thank you for sticking around, and for all the people who follow, thank you as well. And the second thing, thank you for being a fan of Roby, because I am too. He's a genuinely kind and awesome person. He just lights up the room. He's a huge personality. He's an amazing builder, and he is so knowledgeable. And don't you tell him I said any of that. What? Men aren't supposed to be genuine with each other. What are you talking about? This is America. I can send it in the chat. Yeah, go for it. Nijaya Panda, you've been following for a long time, but still, thank you. I know your name. I know who you are. And it's nice to have you here. And Yohanatan, you know what I didn't do? I don't think I turned off follower only chat. That's my mistake, if that's the case. I shouldn't do that. I should turn that off during raids. My bad. Oh, you know, yeah, okay. I have a pretty old PC. It's like 4 years old, so I'm not sure if it's worth upgrading or not. That's tough. That's a tough one. Hey, Daniel, I got a little 23-inch 1080p monitor and this office keyboard and mouse combo. Just really cool songwriting journal for Christmas. Oh, that's cool. Falcon Northwest says Roby is the best. What am I, chopped liver? No, Roby is the best. For one thing, he can crank out content in a way that I just cannot. You know, he has a team that he manages and all that, and he's got a good operation going on over there. I aspire to it. He's inspiring. As long as I've been up and actually watching anyone on Twitch in quite a while. Thank you. That is genuinely cool. 2060, 2600X. Oh, you can upgrade your CPU. That's one thing. Corsair Vengeance, 32 gigs. DDR4, 3200. Prime A320M. I mean, that can run 5000 series Ryzen, no problem. But A320 is just not amazing of a chipset. It's they're out there, of course, but not my favorite for a gaming PC. I mean, it works, obviously. You're using it. But yeah, you could drop a new CPU in that. Drop a 5600X in there and a new GPU, and it's going to change a lot about the performance of your system. I mean, you basically can upgrade you can get multi-generational uplift in performance going from the 2600X to a 5600X. Or heck, blow it out of the water with a 5800X 3D. But here's the thing. You're going to need to upgrade your BIOS, update your BIOS. You need to update your BIOS to accommodate Zen 3. You also are the best. I'm not even going to bring up that there can only be one best, because why? You know what? You're the best. In my opinion, I think I'm pretty knowledgeable in music. Test me. I'm not knowledgeable enough to test you. Okay, here's this one. It's probably easy. When everyone thinks about Polyphia, they think about Tim Henson. What is the name of the other lead guitarist? Because there are two. No Google. Man, you could just Google that. What am I talking about? It was a pre-built I bought 4 years ago, but I want to play some of the upcoming games. Okay, that's easy enough. As long as you're willing to update your BIOS. In some ways, I actually prefer the other guitarist style, by the way. He's a little bit more rock than Tim is. And you can hear it in their song Ego Death, which features one of my favorite guitarists of all time. Okay, so if we're looking at so your upgrade budget is $1,500 US? Is that it? Because you're in the UK. This is probably gonna be the last one of the night, guys. Just letting you know, because I usually have a hard stop of midnight. Okay, question for you, Kelt. Because I don't have the measurements offhand, which would be better to try and fit in a carry-on Pelican case that you guys make? Would it be the Frag Box or the Tiki? It's okay. I was saying, of the group Polyphia, when people think of Polyphia, they mostly think about the Tim Henson. Like he's the face of the band. What is the name of the other lead guitarist? Because there are two of them. 1,500 pounds. Okay. You know what? This is an opportunity for me to fix that. 1 second. Also, Kelt, did you hear what I was saying about all of this information here that I'm getting from this Google form that I do now for these? It is so cool. Budget. Okay, now I have amended the form. Hey, you're gonna be at CES? That's awesome. That is so cool. All right, yes, I will see you there. I didn't know you still went to events. I thought you were over all that. That is really cool. We got to meet up. Never met you in person. So now it says, what is maximum budget for the PC in US dollars? See, I'm providing a free service, so if there's going to be any conversion done, you guys can do it. But that's okay. I didn't specify before. Okay. That's like $1,895. That is substantial. I mean, it would probably be better to, at that with that kind of budget, you could just get a whole system. Yeah. Or you can do an extreme upgrade where you upgrade your motherboard as well, so you're on a new platform. But at that budget, here's what you should do. Wait for the Nvidia announcement on the 6th, on the 8th, 6 days from now. Okay? Because you have enough budget to get yourself one of the new super cards. Easily. If you just do an upgrade. That's my advice to you. Hold off until then. Yep, Scotty LePage. That's the guy. J Panda, you got it. Guys, everybody, I'm going to be doing this again on Thursday, even though I'm going to be stressed out of my mind trying to get ready to fly out on Sunday. Yeah, we're going to be doing this again on Thursday, and there's going to be a video coming out tomorrow. Hope you guys catch that. I'll just ask really quick, but yeah, my advice to you, Ollie, is wait until Monday to when the announcement of the new Nvidia GPUs comes out, okay? And I mean, I'm going to be at CES that week. But the following week is when they'll start launching stuff anyway. I mean, they might be launching one then, but I would wait until then to see if you can get yourself one of the new super cards. Like a 4070 Ti Super is going to be it seems like it's going to be a really good card for the budget you're looking at. Or 4070 Super. It'd be a big upgrade over the RTX 2060, that's for sure. But if you do something like upgrading to AM5, you have to get a motherboard and RAM and a CPU. But that's doable with nearly $2,000 US. Yeah, that's totally doable. But the rest of the system is probably fine. Your storage, your power supply, all that. I don't know what kind of power supply you got. But oh yeah, I do, because you told me. Right? Didn't you? You gave me A320M-K. It just says power supply. Yeah, I don't know what wattage your power supply is. Not too familiar with Polyphia. Don't really listen to them a lot. Oh, dude, they're so good though. They're like the way Dream Theater is music for musicians. They're kind of like that, except the chord progressions make it appealing to everyone. Because you have very familiar chord progressions with virtuoso level playing over that makes it complex. But you're not looking at big time signature changes all the time. You're not looking at chord progressions that warp your mind. It's very familiar, but exquisitely performed. I mean, Polyphia is amazing. A Vengeance 650M. Okay, so it's a 650 watt power supply. Well, you may you might end up having to upgrade that too. So once those come out, we can see what kind of deals they have with system integrators over there, in the UK. And then, but if that ain't it, if that ain't the way to go, then we can look at upgrade path. Like we're talking about, you're gonna be upgrading a lot. Power supply, maybe just CPU and leave the motherboard in there, but maybe CPU, motherboard, and RAM, and a GPU. That's basically like building a new system, but you don't need to worry about the rest of it. Case, fans. I don't know if you have good airflow, but I hope you do. I just hit my nose on my microphone. Sorry about that. That's just me trying to get that proximity effect. Blue Ridge Ocean, have yourself a good night. Seawolf says, yeah, I'm not even into most other kinds of prog rock very much, but Polyphia really delivers it in an appealing way. It's all in the chord progressions. They're simple. They keep it consistent, and then they just go nuts over that simple chord progression. So there's always something to draw you back in. Or Chaos says, I have a UK parts list of $1,500 with a 770, 7900 XT, Mobo RAM, and a new 850 watt PSU. So you could basically just do a mostly new build if the GPU fit in your existing case, using the same storage, however, do a clean install of Windows. There you go. I would probably still wait until third-party reviews on those new GPUs come out. Then it's not just waiting for the announcement. It's waiting for third-party reviews, which the embargoes are basically going to make them wait until launch day, and they're launching them like one in succession. So it's going to be the 4070 Super first, and then a week later 4070 Ti Super, then a week after that the 4080 Super. So because we're so close to it, you might end up kicking yourself if you put $1,000 into a GPU and suddenly there's a better one. I don't want to see that happen. So that's why I say just hold off on that. Yeah, Seawolf, prog rock can be a bit difficult, like a bit unapproachable. Even something as popular as Rush to the modern listener's ear. I mean, back then prog rock was really becoming a thing, and so they had mass success and they're amazing. But a modern listener that listens to like pop music or anything on the radio, just suddenly hearing Rush might be a little bit confused as to what's going on. Not even mentioning Dream Theater, good lord. But with Polyphia, they take modern music sensibilities and chord progressions, and they put virtuoso playing over it, and it's just like so good. Okay, so you're talking about like 2000s kind of rock. I feel you. Avenged Sevenfold is sick. Disturbed is amazing. And I know that this is a very not typical song for them. But well, I don't know. Disturbed has several really, really good tracks. The Sound of Silence, though. The Sound of Silence is like where I was like, whoa, that is not your average like rock band. Good lord. Oh, of course, absolutely. But I think it's probably time to pack it up, because if I get into helping another person, it's probably gonna, it could take 20 minutes or so, an hour, and I'll go past my hard cutoff of midnight. Guys, well, let me ask you something. What would it be something that you would want to watch and take part in because I've never done a subathon. It seems too much like, hey, throw subscriptions my way and I'll keep doing this. It seems like holding an audience hostage. They can be fun though. But if I did a capped subathon to get through the entire list, which would probably be growing, I guess. Would you guys watch that? Would that be fun? Is that something we should do? Oh boy, what a great voice for that song. Yeah, I mean, he was taught classically. Fun fact, I can sing that in karaoke. I mean, I used to do musicals and I was in a band and stuff. I used to sing all the time. I don't have the endurance I used to do though. I used to go up and do hours of karaoke or an hour and a half long set on stage when I was in a band. But man, I don't have the chops anymore. But I can still carry a tune. Okay, guys. Oh, Die Hard's coming in with some band recommendations too. Avenged Sevenfold is just like, they're really, really good. Like, you don't need me to tell you that. The thing is, I mean, why am I chilling out just staring at the form like that? What a boring stream. What a boring streamer I am. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're back to here. I like wide angle lenses because the lens is like right there. It looks like it's all. Anyway, whatever. How many more are you doing tonight, brother? That was it, pretty much, because it's like 8 minutes to midnight. 8 minutes to midnight. That's terrible. It's terrible, but you get the idea. And my hard cutoff is midnight. So I guess, how would I put this? Okay, you guys know who Steve Vai is, right? If you like rock, if you like guitar, you know who Steve Vai is. You have to know who Steve Vai is. His number one guitarist is Tim Henson. His number one guitarist who's changing the way the guitar is played is Tim Henson of Polyphia. So you don't need my recommendation. Sit down, really listen to them, give it a shot. And also, if you like rock, like if you like heavier rock, listen to their older stuff. That's where they came from. This sort of hybrid that they do now is a more recent development. You probably really like their more metal-oriented kind of older albums. Anyway, if I play some of that music you played earlier, I'll definitely come. I mean, come either way. Go for 3 p.m. for me. Okay. But yeah, sorry, Jay. That's gonna do it for tonight. But we're back on Thursday. And then taking a break for CES. So if you want to get helped out within the next 2 weeks, you got to be back on Thursday because that's CES. I'm not coming back until the 14th, the 13th. I'm not coming back till the 13th. So yeah, we're there to be there for every day of the event. We're not missing anything. And I'm sorry that there was a wonderful interruption during the stream. But Roby rarely raids anybody. You know what? I should probably raid somebody. What am I doing? I gotta pass on the love, man. You guys, if y'all are still wanting to watch a streamer, let's find one. Yeah, we got like 90 people here. Let's raid somebody. I haven't raided anyone in forever. Let's see here. Okay, well, we got Shyflosion. Shy is great. I used to raid Shy all the time. Well, not all the time, but I used to raid Shy, and I think that would be absolutely fun, a really good time. And let me see how long you've been streaming now. 2 hours, 51 minutes. Okay. Okay, playing Fortnite. Shy is a really fun person. Also knows tons of stuff about PCs. So you guys, let me ask Shyflosion PC questions. That's my request. Actually, here's my only request to you. Every time I raid, this is what I would always do. I request that all you do, even if you're gonna leave after we raid, which stick around because it makes the raid more fun if there's more people, right? Say one nice thing to the streamer before you leave, and maybe drop a follow. Shy is cool. Vouching right now, okay? All right. Let's came from raid, stayed for the good content. Well, Shy is fun. I think that you'll enjoy that too, but thank you for staying. Thank you very much for staying. If you like what I did here, check out the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is my main focus, and I only just got back to doing this in December. So it had been since like March or February since I'd done one of these. But hold on, let me reload this. Okay. But so the Twitch chat is going to be rated over to Shyflosion, twitch.tv/Shyflosion. So we're going to do that. And YouTube, the stream is going to end. And Braithorn, I'll listen to Polyphia, and you should listen to Polaris. I have heard Polaris. Polaris is really good. So now you're locked in. You have to do it. I remember hearing almost easy on Need for Speed Pro Street on my DS, and heard Afterlife and Scream on the radio. But after the Rev passed and Nightmare came out, it was insane being around for that. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you so much. And please stick around for the stream. Seriously, Shy is super cool. And there's people out there's other bigger streamers that we could raid that have like 200-300 people. That's not the point here. Shyflosion is very, very cool and has 10 people in the stream. Let's make an impact for someone tonight. Let's make their night. Okay? And that's all I ask for this free entertainment and maybe free help that you got tonight. That's all I ask of you. Just pass on the positivity and all that sappy stuff. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful time. I know I did. And I'm going to be seeing you on Thursday, 8 p.m. Central sharp. I won't be 3 minutes late this time. Apologies to those who were waiting. I'll probably be late. Let's be honest. All right, guys. Let's go say hi to Shy. Okay. Oh, man. 82 people. Yes, 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 yes. 82 people are ready to raid. I love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And until the next one, take care.
Let's go, nerds!